Help.
Good start.
Help.
Damn. Okay. The mic is... Uh-oh. Okay, that should be better. Ooh. Okay, sorry for that. Welcome everybody. I just upgraded to Windows 11, so everything's screwed up a bit. But hopefully we won't have any issues today. If you want to watch this stream, it's every Wednesday from 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you want to watch our sister stream on Sundays, that's from 9 p.m. to midnight. If you want to find my books, they're on DriveThruRPG and the DM's Guild. And if you want to support me on Patreon, you can do so at patreon.com/noblecrumpet. In the meantime, let's get back into the stream. Last time, you guys finished up your work in Bremen after finding many quests and doing everything in your power to not fight a lake monster. Headed out into the wastelands after getting out of prison for your jaunt that night, your pub crawl. After fighting some crag cats on your way to Targos, you made it here in one piece and shored up at the Luskan Arms, where you found a depressed balding man running the place and got yourselves some rooms, but you're starting to run a bit low on cash. In the meantime, let's go there.
You should turn the AC off.
Is the AC being bad?
I can hear static on your voice when you speak.
Great. I love
You
it.
could just take your sweater off and be a normal person.
It's also like 77 degrees, Allie.
It's 70.
Woody life.
Well, hopefully this is a bit better.
Yeah.
I turned on the noise suppression, much to my
good.
dismay. Anywho. Alright. So, you guys spend the night in the Luskan Arms. Is anybody doing anything other than resting?
Hell no, I need that. Get that exhaustion out of here.
Alright. Sounds good.
What happened? What was like the last thing that
Fleet.
happened?
The last thing that happened was you guys went upstairs. A armored tiefling guy went past you, and you heard noises behind the door in which he left. You were told that was the door of... I think you were told that was the door of the speaker who stays there. And you caught their name, Nareth. Maxildanar.
Yeah.
A very easy name to remember.
I mean,
North.
might go and knock on the door to investigate later on.
Okay.
Like, oh no, hey Nareth, just wanted to like talk to you kind of thing, but
He
once the other
left.
dude's gone.
He's
We
not
don't know
there.
that. We heard noise.
We literally saw him walk out of the room, didn't we?
No, you saw a guy walk out of the room but heard noises after they left,
I
so
see.
there is still someone in the room.
Right.
Uh-oh. Like, see.
Yeah, so I was gonna wait for everyone to like settle down and then go knock on the door.
Alright.
Settled.
Well, I think everyone settled in, so... Venric, you get out of bed and decide to head down the hall once all your friends are ready. Jeeves has been put to bed in your room.
Yep.
Permanently this time.
He's been
Not
tucked
so. Not
I
so.
know.
Someone should,
Yeah,
someone should tie a bell to him.
I talked him in. He's fine.
See on the trunk.
He can't
No.
escape now. He's tucked in.
He's in the bed. Yeah.
It's too weak.
My
to
strength is
escape.
only 5!
Oh no.
Alright. So, you head down the hall to where the door was, and you said you wanted to knock on the door?
Yeah. I wanted to see if anybody did open the door.
You knock on the door, there's a bit of a pause, and then you hear footsteps coming towards the door, and it opens a crack. Who's there?
Hi. Yeah, sorry, my name's Venric. You're Nareth, right?
I am. Who's asking? It's very late.
Sorry, I was just making sure that you were all right. There was someone who left your room earlier, and we weren't sure who Nareth was, so just wanted to double check.
That is my business.
No,
I believe that was my
understandably.
sheriff.
Oh, well, fascinating. But I was more concerned that you may have been dead and left in the room, but you're not. So I'm gonna go back to my room. But it was great meeting you this late at night.
He opens the door and just kind of puts his hands on his hips. So, just because it was a tiefling, you assumed I was dead.
I mean, we came in search of Horwar, this boy from another town who went missing and was taken by tieflings, so I just wanted to double check and make sure that everything was all right and we weren't following a path of bloodshed. Simple mistakes, but you seem fine and great, and that was your sheriff, so I trust you. I'm gonna go that way. Have a good one.
It's fine. I suppose tieflings are rare if you were looking for a tiefling. Are you new here?
Yeah, but we can check in tomorrow morning. I didn't want to disturb you completely. Or are you
Just a little
staying
bit.
awake? Yeah, just a little
Partially.
bit. Not like, just like if you were awake, that's fine. I wasn't gonna knock twice.
If you need to discuss things with me, then we can do so in the morning.
Sounds good.
Good night,
Good evening.
Venric.
Just kind of, sort of do a weird little oath thing to my chest or whatever the purple knight's doing. I'm just gonna back away.
He just
Yeah.
kind of
Do the scout's
nods.
honor.
He just nods a
Yeah.
little bit and closes the door.
Purple blurple.
So is Nareth a human? What does he look like? Anything?
Sure,
descriptions?
yeah. I didn't really describe him. He's a human male of medium height. He's got a thin little beard going down along his chin. Dark hair that's kind of swept back over his head. He's just dressed up in furs. Looks like he wasn't really in pajamas or anything, but he had like furs and gloves on and whatnot. And there was some heat coming from his room.
A fire, because
Like a
we
fire.
build fires in our rooms probably to keep us warm because it's fucking freezing.
Well, you guys didn't seem to have any in your rooms, but
Well, we don't have like the president's suite either, so
yeah.
You didn't get the luxury suite.
yeah, we got simple.
Yeah,
can only
but it was
afford the-
noticeable is why I mentioned. Compared to your cold rooms. Okay.
That's fine. I'm gonna go back to my bed and try and bundle up with whatever is left in the trunk, and maybe I'll
It
just
looks like
sleep,
this.
sleep next to James
Yeah.
because I'm cold.
It's
Artist's
exactly him.
rendering.
Alright. You head into your room. Is anybody else doing anything tonight? Besides sleeping, of course.
No, I'm good.
Alright.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds good. You guys awaken,
Oh, wait.
and you lose any exhaustion that you might have had.
You're 0, baby.
It's of course hard to tell that it is it's like daytime outside because it's not too much brighter outside than it normally is, but you can tell from the sounds of people shouting that it is morning. So you look out the windows overlooking the lake. You can see that there are a bunch of sailors and fishermen and whatnot pushing their boats along the ice in teams, dragging it out to harbor beyond the walls. They seem to be used to this.
Very Viking.
So it's all frozen over, and that's the only way they can get to the water.
It seems that way, yeah.
Sounds fun. Maybe they have dog sleds here.
Perhaps.
I'm convinced that they're an imaginary thing that doesn't exist because we couldn't find any.
Maybe
In
they're
one town,
direwolf
yep.
sleds.
In the smallest of the 10 towns.
We went to the single town that was the smallest in all of them, and if it's not there, where else can it be?
It was a 5-tavern town.
Do we ever
There were
hear
5
dogs
taverns there.
barking?
Make a perception check.
Detect dog.
I'll say yeah. In the distance, you can hear some dogs barking. It's echoing out over the lake. Probably coming from the hill above. The cliff face, rather, that's overlooking where your inn is.
Okay.
Well, I hear some dogs, but it's a city, so it's not surprising.
Okay, well, if there's dogs, that means we can go and ask somebody about a dog sled or maybe some sort of dog guide. I don't know. We can have a pet.
I want a puppy.
No, you are a puppy. I don't think we can handle 2 of you.
Why don't we go and see if the speaker is up?
Yeah, also, I met with him last night briefly. So he is sort of ready for us. At least if you're with
Certainly.
me, we'll be fine.
Certainly you didn't offend him immediately on your first interaction, so it should be fine.
Nah, I think we were
Didn't say
pretty good.
anything awkward or accidentally racist.
I don't know if concern can be taken as awkward, but at least it was genuine.
Good.
Your genuinity is your strength.
I don't know if that's a word, but sure. Whatever
It is
you
now,
say.
I made it up.
My fists are my strength.
Look, we shouldn't punch the speaker. Speaker uses mouths for talking.
Attaboy, kiddo. Save that for later.
Maybe we can
Okay,
find him a fight club to join.
Maybe he can just fight the dogs.
I don't want to fight the dogs.
What
They're
about
animals?
big dogs, like wolves or something?
I'm gonna go knock on the door.
Well,
Well-
if they're gonna attack me,
They
then
hide
I'll
in the
have to
speaker.
defend myself. But I kind of like dogs.
I'm just gonna make sure that I'm with you at least, so I'm like down by your knees.
Okay, yeah, you briefly mentioned to Vilma that, I almost said Velma. To Vilma that,
Jinkies? Where's the speaker?
yeah, you've briefly mentioned that you talked to them last night and said that you might talk to them this morning. So you guys go together and see the speaker. Is anybody else coming with you, or is everybody staying downstairs?
Yeah, I mean, I think we'll all go. At least I'll go.
Yeah,
We
Nephros
don't
will
want
head
a
up.
crowd to go.
Okay. You guys head over to the door and knock on it. One moment, please. It's a bit of shuffling, and then the door opens wide. Hello. Oh, you're the halfling from last night, and there are more of you, it seems.
I'll
Nareth
duck my head down.
Maxildenar.
Speak of Nareth, I'll duck my head down into the doorway. Pleasure to meet you. And I'll go for a handshake.
He shakes your hand. Good to meet you. Someone of noble birth?
Yes, Vilma Kozelutvas.
I haven't seen a Goliath noble before. I suppose anything can happen.
It's something I hope to change soon.
Oh, well, good for you and your ambitions. Can I help you all with anything? You, Sir Venric? I need to go to the bathroom. She runs away. I mean, he runs away. Allie went to the bathroom. Well, can I help anybody else with anything?
Whoa! Vendrick, like, runs between Nephros' legs. Well, alright.
Tree.
There was something up with dinner last night.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, Sir Nephros.
Good to meet you, Nephros.
But we were just passing through on our way to the mine in Tourmaline to the north. Figured we'd ask if you need any help with anything.
Any help with anything? Well, what kind of things do you help with?
Your standard adventurous stuff. Solving problems of any kind.
Well, everything is just fine here. I don't really need too much assistance. I don't know, perhaps one of the taverns will have you catch rats or something.
They seem
course.
honest.
What did we... Oh. We were wondering if there were any, dog sleds in your town. If you know of this.
Yeah. Yeah, you should be able to get some, at the trade depot up on the hill. Yeah, they should have sleds there. Might have dogs. It's come and go whether there are dogs available, as they're bought often.
Very good. Well, I believe, unless anybody else has anything to say, I think if you are in need of any hired hands on short term, we'll be in town for at least some more the day.
Yeah.
Hold on. Last night, there was a fellow, a tiefling, who left your room. Seemed like he might have been heading out on some grim business. Who was that?
You're all very interested in the tiefling, aren't you? I
what do you mean by
noticed that there.
Pop
Well,
back in. It was the sheriff. Don't worry, it's fine.
yes.
Also, sorry about that.
Oh,
Stomach's got the rumblies.
The
Then pops
halfling.
back through.
The halfling had asked me about the tiefling last night. His name is Captain Scath. Yeah, he's the sheriff
yeah.
here in Targos. We were just taking care of some business. But I can assure you he's not whatever tiefling you're looking for that took your son or whatever it was.
As it was more that it was a late. We get in rather late, and yeah, just a late meeting isn't always a happy one.
Well, it's pretty standard where I'm from. Anyway, if there's nothing else that I can help you with, Nephros, make a insight check. Excuse me. All right.
Wow, rude.
That's it.
What a nice man.
He seems very agitated.
He's probably still right in front of me as I yell it.
Yeah, no, he just seems pretty chill. It doesn't seem like he's particularly bothered by you guys. It looks like he's probably got bigger things to attend to.
All right, well, I think we
Nothing
better
he's up
go
with.
get that blanket off Jeeves before he's stuck there for too long.
If he's still breathing. He might have been suffocated by the blanket.
Master
Wow.
Vendrick, your preparation.
I think that's only babies. I didn't know that the elderly could suffocate in a blanket.
Oh, well, don't put the blanket on too tight, I suppose.
Apologies, everyone. I was just cleaning up after Master Vendrick.
Oh god. He has a doggy bag in his hand.
Oh man!
He carries him around on a leash like a dog.
How dare you?
Oh, boy.
I'm not a dog.
Wait, I thought you were a gnome.
I am a gnome.
It's all right. I am often cleaning Vendrick's messes.
What is that? What did you clean up?
It's better if you don't know.
I don't understand. They have bathrooms here.
It's better if you don't know.
They have bathrooms here. I know. That's what makes it so strange.
Can we leave some things to a mystery when it comes to Jeeves, please?
I'm a little concerned about myself. You know, I was just making sure that. Fine, whatever.
I'm pretty sure that was a bathroom.
You guys hear some, like a tinny metal, rattling, and Nareth kind of looks over his shoulder. Right, well, I have to feed the pets, so I'll see you down, I'll see you whenever I see you, I guess. If I need help, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Puppies.
Puppies.
Yes,
Maybe.
pets.
Or it could be really
Sure.
fucked up. Who knows?
Yeah,
Since I'm tall, can I kind of look around in there a little bit?
yeah, you can make a
before-
perception check,
Before
and
we
I'll
go out.
allow Vendrick a similar one because he's short.
And we're not
only-
just all gonna
Two
stick our
different
heads in the
angles going
doorway.
on.
Vilma's ankles are too big.
Mega thighs.
Yeah, you can peer around. Unfortunately,
I can't see past
Nareth's wearing a cloak, so Vendrick can't really see too much. It's like a wall of cloth. But Vilma, you can see a bit over his head, and you can see that there's a little metal cage, and there are some snake creatures kind of rattling around in there. Looks like they have wings on them.
A cage is not the best thing to hold a snake.
Could I make a history check or maybe some sort of?
Well, it'd be a nature check if you want to find out what they are.
No, I was thinking more about
It's
maybe
no
the
snakes.
context of why someone would be having these. Are they also a distinct color, or are they different colors?
Well, there are a few different colors.
I have no idea what those are.
Yeah, Vilma, you've not seen these. But
Nope.
Nareth closes the door, and you can let people know what you saw.
Those are iguanas.
Yes.
If anybody wants to know anything at all about anything. All you nature haters out here.
Look, I'm not much of a nature person.
All right, you know what?
Dump
Whatever.
int.
I do
I know
appreciate
everything
that the
about
ranger
these
has -1 to nature.
Nice with wings.
Yeah.
420? Okay, so Grundle is the only one that even is remotely aware.
Who even knows what a snake is, let alone one with wings?
Got one of
Almost
those
like it
booklets
looked like
full
there
of
were some
insects and
reptile
lizards.
creatures with wings, but they didn't have any feet or anything. And Grundle's just like, "That's a flying snake!" And all of you are kind of in disbelief because snakes can't fly. They don't have wings. That's stupid.
Now,
Must
Wait,
be
I think
the
you're
flights of fancy from a child.
I
You
think
know-
so. It was a bat on top of the snakes. I don't know
No,
if
it
there's think
was
of
a
one. I think that's
fly.
what I saw.
I'm
Watch
telling
out for
you, it's a
snake
flying
bats.
Snake. You don't have those?
no.
I think
Yeah.
that's something that you just imagined.
Impossible!
Maybe, I don't know.
Oh, to be
I'm
young
pretty
in the
sure
wild
I-
imagination.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
I mean, we're trying to
That's
head on our
pretty-
way up to the mines. Does anyone need to stop for any rations or
why are
refills
we going to the mines?
to clear them out?
Why?
For money. For
Yeah.
money!
Oh, yeah. I guess we need that.
I still have leftover rations from our trip up. I think I'll manage.
Do you remember
Tormelena's
Varys,
still
Elgith,
some
and
time
Norcus?
away. What was that?
I was saying to Grundle, don't you remember Varys, Elgith, and that fine lady Norcus, who
Everyone's
told us
favorite.
about the mine?
No?
Oh, all right then.
Then let's see if there's any job postings. Do we? Let's a quick check.
Go to
see
the
if we
notice
have
board.
enough for a dog sled.
Yeah, sure. You guys head downstairs. The innkeeper is there. He looks very tired. He's like nursing a mead and a hunk of bacon and bread. He doesn't really say anything to you guys, but he glances up as you guys walk down the stairs.
Morning.
Can I have a bacon?
Don't do food here, sorry.
Oh. That's sad. Or that makes me sad. I like bacon.
Yes, well, I'm sure there's bacon somewhere out there.
Okay, bye.
Don't let your dreams be bacon.
Okay.
All right. Well, sorry to put a damper on your mood, ray of sunshine, but I think we'll be heading out.
Fine by me.
Does he doesn't have any postings, right?
You can take a look around. Make a perception check.
Okay.
Or ask him.
I was gonna say, well,
He doesn't seem
Vilma's looking, then
great
we're
at
going to be
talking.
like, can you
No.
point us in the direction of the any local job postings?
Make a persuasion check.
I don't seem to see one out here.
Should be on the map.
I don't know. Nobody... If something happens here, usually Nareth's the first to hear about it. He usually gives out jobs. And, Vilma, as you head outside, you can see that there are a few things plastered on a, like, not a bulletin board per se, but, like, one of the boarded up windows has been plastered with pieces of parchment. You can see that, one of the pieces of parchment, the others look old and have been, like, crossed out or covered up, so they don't look to be active anymore. There is one that is asking for information on the 10 Towns murderer.
Ooh.
Ooh.
For any information, please see your local sheriff
You got-
or authority.
That's fun. All right. Oh, let's vote now. Who's the murderer?
We've met
I-
3 people.
In 10
Gotta be one of
towns.
them.
I
Well,
think
that's
it's
true.
snakes.
There were a lot of people in Bremen.
No, it's that one guard that Vilma fought with. Grizzled, bearded guard.
I mean, we can go ahead and we can ask around, maybe like rumors and stuff, if somebody wants to go talk to Nareth.
I
I'll
could,
go seek him out.
yeah.
Yeah, you seem like you're good with words.
Well, why don't we split since we're both persuasive people? You go
I'm
talk
very
to them.
persuasive.
All
I'll
right.
go around town.
So who's going with who? Dodgeball game. Pick.
I will stay here and secure our next night's stay,
Doing a
as
draft.
usual.
Make sure you take a lunch break.
Oh, I hope I don't get picked last. I always get picked last for nature dodgeball. Always hit me with a coconut.
What is a
Nature
coconut?
dodgeball.
Thought he was about to say he gets hit with a rock, and I was about to be like, wouldn't that mean it's a good thing to get picked last?
Well, no, because then I always get stuck with the little.
I'm just
scratchy
gonna start
half-orcs.
going.
All right,
anybody wanna
Grundle. Grundle, come with me. I'll teach you a thing or two about life.
Okay.
Guess I'll head with Velma, unless maybe Suvi. We can go check out the dogs. We can see if they're available.
Sure, why not? Maybe there's a sea monster that lives on the ice here.
All right.
Okay. So, who's going where? Vilma's going off somewhere. Venric and Suvi are going to the dockhouse. Nephros and Grundle are going off somewhere.
I'm going wherever Nephros is going. I'm not sure where that is. I'm just a child. I follow.
We are trying to
I understand.
find. What was it? Scath? Scath?
Scath?
Yeah, Scath.
Alright.
the other tiefling that walked out. Right.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, you can ask around town and try and find them.
Yeah.
About the
Vilma,
murder
where
thing,
were you
right?
heading again?
Well, it was mentioned to ask around town. I thought you were going to talk to Nareth about the murderer. But if they're going to go to Scareth, then I can talk to, or what is it? Scath and then Nareth. I can talk to Nareth.
Okay, so you'll stay at the
Like
Luxcan
you.
Arms. Grundle and Nephros will go ask around to see where Scath stays. And Suvi and Venric will go to the docks. Yes?
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's just do a roll for initiative to see who I'm dealing with first. Actually, I probably should know who to deal with first, because Vilma's literally at her destination.
Right.
We have a winner.
You have arrived at your destination.
Sure.
Other people can go first. It's fine.
Yeah, but I think time-wise. Or Suvi rushes ahead.
Zoomy fast travel
Grab
to
the
the
normal
dock
football and
house.
sprint down
Wait,
the
don't
dock.
go. Please carry me. Okay.
Alright,
Get this
well,
backpack.
This
irregardlessly,
sounds familiar.
I think I'll start with Vilma. Vilma, you head upstairs to talk to Nareth.
You probably hear me coming.
Yeah, you stomp up the stairs. You knock on Nareth's door again. Yes. What is it? I thought that we just talked.
Yes. Sorry. But we didn't take long to notice that there was apparently a killer within the 10 towns going around.
Killer?
Sort of
Right.
serial killer,
Yes.
potentially. Yes.
Sort of been happening all over 10 towns. Can't really find out much about them or any real pattern to what they're doing, but it's also difficult because there's a bunch of towns involved, each with their own sort of ways of dealing with these things. But some people have taken to calling him the cold-blooded killer. I guess a pun on cold, because it's Icewind Dale. Haha, very
wow.
funny.
Cold puns must be very far. If you,
Yeah, they're
It's interesting. How did it come to a conclusion that it was happening in all the towns? Is it how frequently are people?
Well, talk's been traveling. Anybody that travels through the 10 towns, like merchants, whatnot, they've been sharing the information with people, but the murders, they're pretty violent.
So he has a MO. Yeah, no, wait, no, what's it? Right? It's MO.
Well, he seems to be, or she,
think
I guess, don't know. But they're just leaving the remains of these poor souls out on the street for people to find in the morning. Although some just disappear. We assume that they're dead. Only because one person was found later just outside of town.
Done?
Same grizzled state.
Oh, they were found dead outside the town.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Very dead, very dead.
Okay.
A little too close to town for an animal attack, I would think.
Do you know anything about what could have been killing them?
Well, that's why I'm asking for information.
Like the bodies? Do you know? Did you have one here?
Hold on. I actually need to... Chris needs to look something up.
Yeah.
I don't know. It feels like he would definitely know some things. About
He
this
would.
He like digs under his like bed sheet, pulls out a script, starts flipping through the pages.
killer. Yeah, if he can look through his notes. That's fine.
Yes.
Can we
yes.
not-
There have been a few killings here. I've had
Look
to
in the doorway still.
I've had to deal with my share of cleanup, as it were. There were 5 people killed in the last 3 months.
Across all the towns, or just here?
Just here.
And what kind of attack did you say?
It looked like piercing wounds.
Piercing. And they were also. You said it was grisly, like.
Yeah, it was like they kind of stabbed in and then tore out a bit.
Okay. Okay. Interesting.
You know, a little bit of sleight of hand.
So it could be like a hug or something. Okay. And it's just. What are the people who died?
People who died, mostly random citizens.
No similar ages or same parts of town?
No, their age didn't really matter. Gender, no. Their profession or how long they've been in 10 towns.
But it was at night and they were found in the morning?
Well, the time of death is hard to place with the snow and everything. Could have happened at day or night, but we assume night.
Well, I have a few of my other compatriots out on the case. I'm sure they'll be asking around as well. You can never be too safe out here.
Nope, certainly can't. Well, if you do want to find the killer, I'd be glad to give you any, resources that you need, I guess.
Yes, I believe a couple of our compatriots were going to find your sheriff. Probably give him the same kind of questioning.
Sure. I guess.
But what sort of resources could you provide?
Well, I don't really have too many as far as detective
Beyond
work goes.
Information?
Yeah, beyond information, I'm afraid. But if you do find the killer, I can send my people out to go and arrest him. Send Captain Scath out.
We shall definitely come forth with clues if we find any.
Very good.
We are also traveling between the towns, so perhaps it'll be a longer case. We might not just find everything here.
That might be one way to find information, yes.
Well, thank you for your help. So it's not. Is it bats grabbing onto snakes? Is that what that is?
What?
Everybody.
He looks behind him.
Why is
Are
there
those-
wings on the snakes?
Those are my flying snakes. Have you never heard of flying snakes?
Why? I thought that was a joke. Wow.
I use them for sending messages. They're pretty useful. Surprising in the cold. They're very resilient. Probably
Yeah,
the
cold-blooded.
magic that
Warm-blooded snake.
made them. I don't know. They're not natural creatures, certainly.
Magic, of
magic.
course.
I didn't make them. These creatures just exist now. Much like an owlbear could be roaming the wilds.
Is this common between the towns?
Well, most people can't afford them, but I've been fortunate enough to come across some.
Okay. No, speak a correspondence between snakes, perhaps?
Yeah, if I need to send messages to another speaker, I can do so.
Alright, well, I'll go and catch up. You have a good day.
You too, what was your name again? Goliath?
Vilma.
Vilma. The Goliath noble and detective.
Yes, actually, have you... I'm a detective for fun, honestly, but have you... Professional Goliath noble. Detective for fun. Yes, I was wondering, when's the last time that you came into contact with any of the Goliath tribes?
The Goliaths don't wander into 10 towns very frequently.
So a while.
A while, yes. I don't think I've seen too many, as far as maybe the occasional fur trader that ventures down here.
And how often is that?
Not very. There's
Okay.
no consistency to it, if that's what you're wondering.
Well, my search continues.
Very good.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Good morning. Closes the door.
Alright,
All right.
I'll go and try and catch up with somebody.
Cool.
Never catch me.
The first one I said.
Yeah, that's
pretty
right.
much.
Suvi and Venric.
Actually, no, it's probably best that I go to Scath and let them know that I talked with the governor
sure.
while they're like already halfway through, so I can catch up.
I'll have Nephros, Vilma, and Grundle if he wants to do charisma-based investigation checks to ask around. Meantime, I'll get Venric and Suvi.
Charisma investigation, you said?
Yeah,
Cool.
using the special button.
Yes.
It's just ability charisma.
Yeah.
Any skill, okay. Oh, okay, got it. So I'm just-
About the any skill.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Didn't set that macro up. I should
Meh.
add it.
Yeah, you just need to check the box and it'll appear in the bar.
Mhm.
All right. So yeah, Nephros and Grundle, you're able to, in like a pair, talk to a few people, and they quickly point out that Scath usually is at the town hall, and then they point out where that is, which is up yonder. Vilma, it takes you a while to catch up with your friends, even in spite of the quickness of the conversation. So you'll arrive a little later than they do.
Horrible sense
Halfway
of direction.
there.
Horrible sense of direction. I actually started going the wrong way. That's probably what happened.
Right. And while they were looking, you guys head to the docks, and Venric and Suvi, as you head to the docks, you hear a bunch of like Wellerman chants, just sea shanties as people are taking their putting their rhythm to work and shoving these boats out into the harbor, heaving and hoeing, their voices echoing over the ice. You find a few people that are dock hands here. They're, untying boats, moving crates and stuff, loading and unloading boats. What do you want to do?
I guess go up and go and ask somebody about the dogs. Unless you can smell them from here. I don't know how keen your nose is.
Smells like Doc.
We were looking for dogs, not docks completely.
Oh,
Alliteration is wrong.
I thought you were saying you were going to the docks. I think that
For ducks.
that you
How
might have said dogs
dare.
both times.
Yes.
When you go
Well.
to the docks,
Are there any
Roll
dogs?
to let the dogs out.
You arch your eyebrows at the docks and the sea shanties, and then continue looking for dogs. In this case, make a charisma investigation or just wisdom
Heck, it is-
perception.
How about I just go and ask somebody? I'm like, hey, you know which way
I
to the
talk
dogs?
to nobody. I see all.
Yes, you should be able to find some at the trade depot up on the cliffs.
Oh, well, thank you kindly. Well, it's
Suvi
this way.
hears dogs echoing over the cliffs.
They said it's on the cliffside, or near the cliffs.
Yeet.
I hear
I
'em.
am the cliffs.
Race you there.
You guys walk past Vilma, who is looking for her friends. Alright, well, I guess we'll just do a big circle and go back to Grundle and Nephros. You guys arrive at the town hall. It's, a two-story building. It's kind of more narrow than it was in Bremen. And the doors are big and heavy as you open them and make your way inside. There's a few people here, few secretaries or note takers, people at desks, and just kind of in a back office, you see the silhouette of horns against a window that's kind of like frosted.
Oh, back there.
What? You think he's behind those windows?
The big horns, man.
Oh, big horns. Here he is. Okay.
Are you fellows looking for Scath?
Yes.
Yeah, he's
Yes,
in back
okay.
right now. Yeah, I think he's fine to disturb him.
Okay, we'll disturb him.
Oh yeah, he's going to disturb him. All right. Okay.
The
Yeah. No, you
orphanage
go
is
ahead,
on the
kid.
other side of town.
Mind your
You want
manners.
me to do it? Well, good luck. Myself. All right. Excuse me, Mr. Scath.
You hear the noise of somebody getting up from inside of the room. They come over to the doors. They open it up, and you can see a red-skinned tiefling, same one from last night. Similar armor as well. He kind of like slicks back his hair. Can I help you gents with something?
Yes, we're gonna be looking for the murderer of the 10 towns. We're gonna bring him to justice. We want us to know any information that you have that we can help assist us.
What he means is we're part of a traveling group of investigators who've come to look into these series of murders. We'd be very grateful if you could help us with any information so we can get on the case.
I'm a detective.
That's for sure.
Well, look, I wish I could help, but we don't really have too much information on the murderer, unfortunately. We're spread a little thin. We're dealing with far too many things to deal with a few odd murders here and there.
Yeah, murders sure are inconvenient.
Wait. Is juicy a business and murders going on here?
Sorry. That was really funny. Can you say that again, Nephros?
You said, wait a minute, there are juicier things than murders going on here.
Never mind the murders.
Don't you hate it when you're in town and 5 people get murdered?
Murders are inconsistent. Some of them could have been animal attacks. Honestly, I have far more things to deal with at the docks between dockhands punching each other out on the reg.
On the reg?
Regular.
Oh, reg. Okay.
You're not hip enough, clearly.
Oh, come on, it's just old boys having some booze and fun.
Yes, well, I need to keep a bit of order here in Targos, lest somebody become murdered. Honestly, I wouldn't put it past one of the dockhands, or even some of the adventurers that pass through. Regular murder hobos, all of them.
Oh. What's a hobo?
Homeless people. People that don't live in 10 towns. Have nothing to lose.
You and me. This is you and me, Grundle.
I'm from 10 towns. I just don't know exactly where.
Okay,
in 10
where's your
towns.
home then?
I don't really know.
That's what I thought.
I need to find out this information from my god
Oh,
that provided my backstory.
okay.
Grundle knows what the word God means. He has faith. The fuck?
So, I wasn't sure if you had one, like, a backstory in mind or not, but I can definitely give you a place where you could have been.
Yeah, like a specific place in 10 towns. I
Which
always
orphanage?
thought 10 towns was like
Aw,
a
man.
town called 10 towns.
We
not
have a
like 10
home
different
here.
Towns.
If his mom parents allow us into the house.
Yeah.
Grundle's secretly rich and has a huge mansion.
Oh my god.
I will say that, I'll say that you are from Dugan's Hole.
Huh.
Whoa.
Doogie Hauser's home.
You don't need to get
Grundle
graphic.
is from Dugan's Hole.
Yeah, you don't have to get graphic, Chris. Jeez.
I think they named him. Yeah, I'll say
Dugan's home.
that's where you're from. It's a pretty small town. Not a lot of people there.
Okay, so
Okay.
scratch that. I'm the homeless detective who's trying to solve the murders.
Yeah, I'm from Dugan's Hole. I just got a message from God.
Yeah. You weren't there for a long time. You were kind of just
Yeah.
staying there before you just wandered out into the wastes. After you did your little encounter.
Oh, I thought you
Your
meant like
backstory.
Grundle was literally sitting there blank-faced for a little while.
My
No.
name?
Yeah, Grundle, I'll say that you were raised by some people there that found you and took you in, but you quickly outgrew them and left in your teenage angst of 9 years
Right.
old.
Got it. Makes sense. I figured that's what I did. I just wasn't sure as to like exactly which town it was.
If
Yeah.
we, third person, if we were to ask like the same questions that Vilma asked, would we be able to get like similar answers?
You get similar but different answers. Nareth seems kind of intent on, like, finding the killer, but not validating any resources to it. Scath is just kind of not even bothering with the murder, and he seems to be dealing more with day-to-day stuff rather than big-picture investigations.
Gotta keep the town running.
Yeah, if the murder is all over 10 towns, there's no way that you're gonna just catch it
It'll never
yourself.
disrupt business if people just keep dying.
The only other additional question I would have wanted to ask is if the murders pop up at multiple towns sequentially, or if it seems like they all occur in one town and then it moves to another town.
Scath says, I haven't done that much investigating. The stories are broken and far between. It's hard to get a pattern because I mostly deal with Targos, and they didn't all happen in the same month or anything. It was over time. We only recently found out that they may be the same murderer. Maybe. Anyway, if you don't have any information on it, then, well, it's the point of the poster I put up.
Hey, guys, I just got in. I got a little lost. There was like a fight down at the docks when I tried to ask some questions, and I don't know what's going on.
Oh, I can't believe I missed it.
Did you knock someone out with Big Hunk again?
Oh no, it wasn't me this time.
Okay.
Grundle's like, was it Greg?
Well, this is my friend. She's very tall.
I can see that.
The speaker said that we have that we have access to any resources we need to hunt down the killer.
And does that include him?
Well, you can tell Nareth that our resources are stretched thin. Best I can offer you is, I don't know, my word that I'll follow up on any leads that you give me, which is kind of what I was doing already.
And if you get any more information, perhaps that we could, we'll probably be, we're not gonna be here too long. So if
I'm not going to seek you out and give you information if I find any, but
yes, but when if we come back here, we can check up again.
Yeah, very good. Now I have some work to do, so kindly have fun on your murder investigation.
Yes, there were several knocked out people by the docks, but anyways.
God damn it, not again. Okay, I guess I have that to attend to. He puts on a cloak over his armor and starts heading out. He yells at the secretaries to let people know where he was headed. And he heads out into the cold. Alright.
Well.
Alright. Well, I catch him up on the information I have.
Sure.
And I guess we'll see if we have a dog sled or not already.
Yep. Suvi, Venric, 'tis you guys. You guys head up to the Galloway Trade Depot.
Yeah, that sounds a lot more like where dogs would be.
Puppies.
We tried finding a place called the Dogs, but there was no one there. So
Chris just wants to upset me more because we still don't have a dog. You're not allowed to have them.
you hear some barking coming from the Galloway Trade Depot, as it's called, in big crisp letters above the doorway. It's a big open room with like a very tall inset ceiling, and there's some fires like set up, keeping the place warm. As you look around, you can see that there's a whole bunch of people here. Looks like merchants near and far, trading and selling their wares. There's a few places where you can definitely see some dogs. There's a sectioned off area that's looks like it could have been a stable. Like there's hay on the ground, and there's like a fence keeping these dogs in. They're all barking at each other, and there's a few that are like nipping at the ears of the other ones. There's a dwarf out front that's trying to calm them down as another one turns on and looks to the customers. There's also plenty of other stuff available here. Most stuff that you might find in an adventuring section in a player's handbook, perhaps.
And like going to a Petco, we go straight to the dogs.
Okay. You head straight to the dogs.
Dogs and the fish.
Are there any snakes?
Nope, just dogs.
Nope. Okay.
No aquariums either. Well, there's one, but it doesn't look
it
like that
frozen?
fish is alive anymore. Yeah, it's very frozen. It's an orb. Calm down, doggies. Come on. Just quiet down, will you?
The one time the dog upstairs works for this.
Yeah.
Bork! Oh shit.
Come on, sled dogs. Hey, you. Oh, and you. Didn't see you there, Master Halfling. Can I interest you in some dogs today? For your sleds?
Yeah, definitely. I would like to peruse the puppies.
Of course. Investigate to your heart's content. He opens the gate a little to let you in to play with the puppies.
Yes!
They are taller than you and bigger than you.
I will be consumed by dogs, but not in a way that's malicious. Just covered in fluff.
I'm gonna talk to the dogs.
Let's go.
I'm gonna walk in there and be like, which one of you is a brave wanderer of the frost?
Wait, Suvi, can you talk to dogs? Is that a thing?
Let me see what they do.
You kind of stretch your hands out in opening for these dogs. They kind of understand you as they are piling on Venric, and then one kind of like moves its way to the front. Seems to be the alpha, or at least one that seems to be at the top of the pecking order in here. It heads towards you. It's got a scar on its left eye, and it's dark gray fur with some dark spots near the ends of its tail and paws.
So cool.
This one looks brave.
Woof.
Yeah, I can't understand the back. It's ridiculous.
Okay, that's
but
fine.
That's all I got for you.
Well, that's the best I can do.
Wait, weird little tangent. Chris
Like
went
you're in charge
wolf,
here.
but I saw a video today, and it's a cat that had like a specific disease that messed with its vocal cords. So when it meowed, it went whoa, whoa.
Wow.
I like that.
Whoa.
I like that one dog that enunciates woof because it's like trying to use its inside voice.
Oh.
Woof.
Oh.
Dachshunds always sound like that. They actually pronounce the word bark.
Oh my god.
Well, this one is a boofer wolf.
Does the boofer accept
Dog.
pets?
Make a animal handling check. In fact, I probably should have done that the second that you came in here. Okay. You've managed not to get overwhelmed, and the dog does let you pet it once it realizes that Suvi is an equal of sorts. An equal from another people.
Cool.
Yeah.
This is literally, you guys can come find us. We're gonna stay here.
This is my home now.
I live here. I mean, we should probably figure out how much.
Oh, I see that you found one of your liking. You like Sheb there.
Sheb is cute.
Yeah. That's one of the better dogs we got. Keen eye. And they seem to like you. Or at least respect you. Well, anyway. All of our dogs are 50 gold pieces apiece. Do you have a sled? Because that'll be another 20 gold pieces if you're looking for those. My pal over there, the human, if you see him, he's got the blonde hair. He sells sleds.
Oh, fair. I guess how many dogs is it good to have on a single sled?
Depends how big of a sled you got.
Got it. So I look at Suvi and I'm like, you need like 6, and I need like 1.
Well, I don't have that much money. I
Yeah,
pull
if you're
out my
getting a
change
big
purse
sled,
and
it's...
there's 4 coins in it.
If you're getting a big sled, it's anywhere from like 6 to 8 dogs. If you're getting like a sort of medium sled, it's probably more like 4 dogs. If you're just getting a sled to pull like 1 or 2 people, it's maybe like 2 dogs. They can at least carry you a bit, even if you're pretty big, along the snow.
Interesting. Well, this is wonderful. I
A mere 100 gold plus sled.
Yeah, so 120 gold pieces to carry 1 or 2 people.
Yeah.
Alright.
Seems efficient.
Aye.
Wait. Are you saying that the most efficient mode of travel in this region is expensive?
strange.
No, I don't believe it.
Can't we just take the train?
Unrealistic standards. Yeah, just take the train to Ironforge. Easy.
Oh, we should consult our funding.
Do we have to leave
Right.
so soon?
Jeez.
Well, I look forward to your purchase. You made a good choice there in Shib.
Don't be so nice to them. They're working dogs. Come.
Oh, we're very nice to them. Quiet down. Drop that thing.
Come, Venric.
I don't want to leave.
Sit.
You want me to come or do you want me to sit? Which one is it?
Come on, out, Master Halfling, if you're not gonna buy anything now.
Well,
I got
I
other
follow-
customers to attend to.
I follow his command immediately. Oh, well, okay. Sorry.
Just riding one of the dogs. Like a palamute.
Oh, no. It's not for riding.
I
You
have
should just
found
retire
some
and start
tea,
breeding
Master
dogs.
Venric.
Oh,
How does he find us so quickly?
I was going shopping in this trade district, and I was able to find some tea, but I'm a bit short on funds. Would you mind giving me a silver piece?
I can figure that out real quick. Subi, do you have a silver piece?
I have 5 to my name, but you
I
can
have
have 1.
I have 0.
Because you are trusted friends.
Yes. I
1 quarter.
realized that we are short on funds. I will make do without.
No, it's
Sorry
fine,
to
G.
bother you.
Please, just get it. Take care of yourself. We're working on getting some sort of payment and figuring out this whole murderer thing. Also, can you kind of stay inside and stop wandering?
I bundled up. He gestures at a fur cloak
Yeah,
thing that he has
that's-
on.
How bundled are you? Are you about 10 layers bundled to the point where a knife won't be able to get to you, or 3
Does
layers?
it sound like a
bundled?
wind chime?
Yeah.
What's going
Are-
on?
Are you like a toddler that can sort of roll around and kind of make their own snowball, or
If
are
someone
you
were
just-
to stab me, they would have a hard time finding one of my limbs or torso. It
That's
is.
fair. All right, well,
Literally a
this-
skeleton.
Scary skeleton. Wearing fur robes.
You also notice that the cloak is in fact the blanket from the Luskan arms.
That's fair. Well, you should go get your tea and you should relax, and we will.
Oh, really, I mustn't. I will go without until you've procured payment. I didn't realize that we were flat out broke. I will see you later.
I did try to go fishing and they wouldn't let me. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I understand that work can be hard. Lots of people are hiring, but just nobody wants to work. It's the strangest thing.
What
Goodbye.
kind of Jeeves? What kind of tea did you want? What are you getting?
You lose him in the crowd.
Okay.
And like
On the
that, he's
wind,
gone
he
again.
disappears.
He's a master assassin. He's gonna kill us.
He was once a master assassin.
I think I found the murderer.
He's
His
retired
name
now.
is Jeeves.
We should ask him.
Where'd you meet Jeeves? Did you meet him around 10 Towns?
No, it was around in
No.
Waterdeep.
How
There
many
was
months ago
a-
was the last murder?
There was a 3-month period where I didn't see him anywhere, but
I actually thought he died.
Well, since we're here, we might as well ask the shopkeep if he knows anything about murderers.
Yeah. Would you like me to? I'm a little
Make
short.
the word pictures.
yeah, sure.
You get their attention. I'll take over from there.
I'm a little short on cash.
Mm-hmm.
Good one.
Oh, I get it.
Yes.
Excuse me, merchant man.
Yes, how can I help you?
I pick up the gnome and just put it on the table.
Hi, we are traveling adventurers, and we were curious about if you've heard any rumors about a murderer in the town.
Why are you asking me? I'm a candle maker.
So, you haven't heard anything from anybody else? Weird whisperings on the wind?
Well, there is talk that there's a murderer loose somewhere in 10 Towns. A veritable assassin of sorts. Nobody's seen them, but the bodies keep piling up. The merchants are seeing patterns everywhere. I tend to stay here in Targos, so I've only seen a few things, but still terrifying. Perhaps a candle for your window so that you might scare away any would-be predators.
I think we would do fine. It might actually be better if it's dark, because then they wouldn't see where you are.
Oh,
So-
but
You
I've
need
heard that this
candles
murderer
to-
can see in the dark.
It's an interesting rumor. Where did you hear that from?
It's common knowledge that murderers should be able to see in the dark if they're going to find their victims. Please, this one's scented with rosemary.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Well-
okay. The murderer was rosemary scented.
This is wonderful. Thank you. Good luck with your business.
Is this guy the murderer?
I'm gonna get down. I'm gonna scramble off the table now.
Yes, thank you. He puts his candles back in place that were knocked over.
And where would we find the traveling merchants?
There are some around here. Yes.
Sounds like a good lead to me. What do you think?
Might as well check it out.
What do
Could
we
be
get to
worth
do
a
this
candle.
morning?
You never know.
If we find one, we'll come back and buy candles.
Fantastic. Well, best of luck then.
Or we'll be dead because we found him.
Oh, yes, I suppose that's true. Anyway, moving on.
Guess we leave.
I like how sassy all of us are in like
Overpriced Walmart.
the simplest ways. Oh, also that. Also, did you hear what he said? Just because you could see in the dark that you might be a murderer. How dare? I can see in the dark. Can you?
No,
Really?
I don't believe you can.
Oh, no, you definitely can. Rock gnomes.
Oh, your eyes are reflective at night.
Yeah, yes.
Kind of creepy.
Don't worry, get used to it. It's kind of fine. At least you know where I am. Right, where did they say these merchants were?
Fishing hooks, tackles. Get your fishing hooks and tackles.
No, it looks like them. I guess go and approach.
You approach. Hello, can I help you? Do you need anything for your fishing gear needs? Here in
hello, kind
Targos.
sir. We're fishing for something different. We're fishing for rumors about the murderer of
you've-
10 towns.
Oh, murderer of 10 towns. Well, if you're looking for rumors, I've heard that there's somebody that's been looking for them.
Could it be us?
Well,
Probably.
other than you. Some merchants have been saying that a dwarf woman was going around and asking about the murderers, or murderer, whatever. I don't know any of the details, but they've been
He's in on the cabal.
trying to piece things together.
Conspiracy's deep.
I think they were still here in Targos, but I'm not sure where they are. They
You
seemed
mean the
out of
dwarf
town.
woman, right?
A dwarf woman, yes.
Got a name?
I'm afraid I don't remember the name.
Maybe rumor of where she's staying, if you may have overheard, or description, anything.
Again, I don't know. I just don't think they're from Targos, so I would check the inns.
That,
You sure
that
I can't
makes
interest you in some fishing gear? If you're adventurers, you might need to fish for something. Might need some rations on the road.
That's very kind of you. But we're a little busy, so we're gonna shove off. But we may return as long as we're not killed.
Oh, fantastic. Tell others that I sent you.
Sure, if we're not dead. Bye.
Righto, fishing hooks, fishing hooks. Okay.
Just a gnome thing to end every conversation if we're not dead.
It seems to be an easy way to make them stop talking.
Yeah, and it's it's a easy thing for murderers to say all the time, since they're all able to see in the dark. Like you.
Am I the murderer?
That's right.
Really a secret cult.
I don't like this.
All right. Vilma, Grundle, Nephros, after you guys finish your work, you guys head over to the trade depot where Suvi and Venric are just leaving from, having no dog in hand.
Bork.
Where's our puppy?
The puppies cost more than you do.
Wow.
You make a good
Cost
puppy.
2 gold?
Wait, how do
Definitely.
you know how much you cost?
Educated guess.
That's fair.
I'd
I'd buy a
educated
half orc
guess.
for a gold.
I don't know, he's pretty heavy. He might be worth more.
Well,
yeah, the
we learned some
dogs
things
are
about the
super
murderer,
expensive.
so here you go. Here's the information.
We got a lead.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it sounds better than what we got.
We
Sheriff's
got a
not willing
dwarf
to do
woman
anything.
somewhere in town.
Yeah.
The sheriff
Is it
doesn't
a-
want to do anything?
No, he's like, they get murdered. Oh well. I have to stop the fighting. As
Says
a
he's too.
dog,
Yeah, he says he's too busy with all the dark workers fighting each other.
You know.
I mean, at least he knows that those could potentially kill each other, so I understand his priorities. Kind of wish I was there to feel out the room to some degree.
Oh yeah, to get a good few punches. Oh wait.
No, not in that way. I mean, it seems kind of fishy if a sheriff wasn't going to take up their oath in a sense of protecting people. Maybe they are connected to.
I mean, you can't protect a dead person, but you can stop people from killing each other with dogs.
This is true.
Better to save the living than mourn the dead, right?
It seems
spiritual tree man's got it.
Me. Well, there was a potential lead to some sort of dwarven woman from out of town. So we may be able to find her in one of the taverns.
Yeah, perhaps she knows probably the most out of everybody, since she's actually investigating it.
Perfect. I could go for a drink. Let's get going.
Maybe
Not
this
even
place
close
has
yet.
hot chocolate.
Yeah, it's like 9 a.m.
Exactly.
It's no problem.
Mimosas?
Pub crawl, pub crawl, pub crawl.
It's 5 p.m.
All
somewhere.
3 pubs. One of them doesn't serve food.
Also, the dogs are extremely expensive, but they are adorable.
And we don't
Kind of
get the
considering
puppy.
just releasing them all into the wild.
I mean, I guess that's fine, but maybe keep one as a companion. We don't need to use them for sled dogs. Fuzzy puppy, come on.
Perhaps we could acquire some wolves and tame them.
They seem to have some weird communication with you. I'll leave that to you. I'm a little
Sleds are
short.
also expensive.
The last time we encountered a wolf, they tried to eat me and the little dwarf girl, Hefter.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have tried to attack them, and we could have trained them, and then we wouldn't have to worry about paying for dogs.
Those weren't real. You know what? Never mind. No, those were very real wolves.
Yeah, Grundle,
Gnashing teeth.
you do recall that since you were not drunk, you were actually just playing wolves with Hefster in the tavern with a skinned wolf rug
You got
over
his
your head.
stuck in the skull, and
Everybody else went kind of crazy and started beating everybody up.
as you do.
Yeah, that's how you remember that night. Venric remembers it after curing himself of poison.
It was a little foggy still, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Well,
Visible confusion on my face.
that's fine. Let's go, and I'll take Grundle by the hand, try and lead him away. I'm like, let's go to the nearest tavern, try and find you some hot chocolate. Remember, hot chocolate.
Just giving up on that.
Chocolate.
There we
Chocolate.
go. He's back on track. I think he's good.
I want to buy all your chocolate.
Don't question it. It's fine.
All right.
Yeah,
Who thinks that they can find the tavern the easiest with their charisma investigation check?
I'll go for it.
I'll give it another shot.
I got a +2.
I'm the best.
Yeah,
at that.
everyone can do it. I just figured it'd be easier if
get-
I just asked if anybody wanted to try.
Investigation. Boom.
Hey,
Natural 1, baby.
We actually both just have an implicit
The bar.
aversion
Did I
to
walk
it
into
after our
another
hangover.
fist fight?
You know,
I think we walked into another fist fight.
what'd you call
We
my
walked
big
into
hunk?
fists.
Our
Yeah.
bad memories are just driving us away from them.
Grundle and Nephros are kind of just asking around, but not really getting anywhere. They keep just saying, "Oh, the Luskan Arms. Try the Luskan Arms." Venric is getting even less help. Vilma goes up to somebody, and they just kind of they ask, "Excuse me, can you find where's the nearest tavern?" Ah, Goliath attack! And then they run away in terror. Kind of racist, but
Big lady!
not unknown for.
Don't step on me.
No, that somebody comes up and runs and asks for that later. But
They're just
either
trying
way,
to hide it. It's fine. They can deny themselves.
only Tsuvi, as everybody is running around, goes over to a merchant and they
I
say,
crouch down in an unthreatening way.
"Can you tell me where the nearest tavern is, besides the Luskan Arms?" "Oh, the nearest one's the Three Flags Sailing. There's another one called the Trip and Shuffle, up on the hill. Whichever one you'd
What would
like."
be more likely to have a dwarf woman at?
Don't
My
know.
kink.
Yeah, I can't tell you
Good
that. We don't have too much of that business in here. In Targos.
Fair enough.
Anyway, do you need to buy some paddles? Oars, perhaps?
Are they 300 gold?
Or
They
what?
can be.
Maybe later.
Only if it's 300 gold.
Maybe later. I'll think about it.
You've piqued my
Nearest
interest.
tavern's this way, boys.
Oh,
No,
Right.
no, lead the way.
Let's see what these flags are about.
The Three Flag Sailing is down by the docks. Looks like the place is fairly empty. You open the doors and head inside. There's a bit of a draft in here. It looks like the tavern's fireplace is just on coals, but there's a few people hanging around in here. There's just a few sailors off in the corner discussing when they're going to go out and sail. There's an older woman that looks to be attending to them with breakfast, as well as a older dwarf woman that is looming in the corner of the room.
Called it.
Hey, I'm like elbowing Suvi's knee. Hey,
Oh.
that's her.
As you guys are getting settled, the older woman kind of hobbles over to you. Oh, hello! New people to the Three Taverns, the Three Flags, the Sailing Tavern. I'm Ethel. You can call me Ma.
I'm new here.
Can I get you anything? Anything to drink or eat? Most of the
chocolate.
boys are out there sailing and whatnot, but they come home during the night. Hot chocolate?
Brando.
I guess hot chocolate
Brando.
for the small one.
Hot
in a water.
chocolate, yeah.
Guys, I will say this. They don't have chocolate here. That's it. Sorry.
We have
They don't-
chocolate
they
here.
don't have it. Do you? Is it
Yes.
cocoa?
See?
Maybe it's like a...
Yes.
Okay.
Of course we have hot chocolate here for any little boys that ask for it. She pats Grundle on the head. Like
Yeah.
I said, you can call me Ma. I'll be right out with some hot chocolates for everyone. It's just 2 copper pieces a piece.
Not for me. That's fine. Thank you, though. I appreciate it.
Oh,
Nah.
just 4 then. Okay. 4? Is that good? Can I interest you in some stew we have for this morning? It's fish stew.
no, just hot chocolate for us. We're on a mission from God. We
Oh,
need to
which one?
protect.
Which god?
Give me
All
one
of them.
second.
Fuck you.
Nerd.
all.
Well, all right, what kind of God can I think up with that?
I mean, whatever one you want to think up. You're the one decepting.
What
Here.
is, yeah, exactly. That's actually literally what I was thinking of. Yeah. Well,
Yellow
we're on a
ball.
mission. We're on a mission of justice and vengeance from Tyr.
No.
Oh,
The Ragnarok trailer.
Tyr. Interesting. Well, I wouldn't want to get you warriors out there without any food. If you do want some stew, just ask. It's also 2 copper. I'll be right back with your hot chocolates, dearies.
I'll have my hot chocolate cold, please.
Oh, well, just leave it for a few minutes. It'll get there.
Thank you.
Nephros will put 1 silver piece on the counter for the hot chocolates.
All right. She comes back with the hot chocolates after a while, and will give you 2 copper pieces back, Nephros. Oh, thank you, dearie.
Mrs. Doubtfire?
Can I help you all with any stew or anything?
No, but... And he kind of looks at Bender. Did you say that you saw... Is that the woman you think over there?
Oh, I mean, maybe, not quite sure. Just dwarf woman, that's all we got.
What
the
can you tell us
dwarf
about...
lady.
Description.
Yeah, what can you tell us about her? We need to detect things.
Oh, she's been here for about a week. She's been talking to some people every once in a while, but mostly she just stays here. Only goes out for a few hours during the day. Must get cold really quickly. She seems old for a dwarf.
Nephros is going to slide back the 2 copper. You know what? Why don't you bring back a 5th hot chocolate for us?
Oh, good. Good hot chocolates all around. I'm glad that you've decided to join the crowd, Mr.
Is that one for me?
Halfling.
I'm
No, it's not
you
for
didn't
you. It's for the
want one.
dwarf woman.
Don't get to
Ow.
change your mind.
That's
All
not-
right,
drinking my
I'll be
hot
right
chocolate.
back
What
with
is
your
it?
final hot chocolate. She
What
shuffles
does
off
this
into the
hot
back
chocolate
room.
taste like?
Final hot chocolate.
You sip
do you
some
mean by
hot
that?
chocolate. You note that there are little white puffballs on top.
Oh, puffies.
You eat them and they seem to be sweet and kind of soft to the tooth.
Why? So it's like a tenth of the cost, and it's already better than all the other hot chocolates that we've had.
Yeah, because it's not a tourist trap.
Yeah, I guess.
It's like going to those tiny little hole in the wall restaurants where it's just like a grandma's recipe and it's really good and also really cheap.
Yeah, that town could burn down, and I would not care.
Yeah.
Never figured out what that statue was about. Still thinking about it.
What was he looking at?
The world may never
Let's go
know.
talk to the lady.
You have business with me, the dwarf calls.
No, that one does. I point
Yeah.
to Nephrose.
Nephros bought you a hot chocolate.
Yeah.
It has puffies on the top.
Called marshmallows, boy. Come,
Holy
sit.
crap.
Sit down.
Okay.
Yes, of course, of course.
We just move the table over.
I'll just pick it up.
Sure, yeah.
I didn't say anything about dragging it.
You pull over a few chairs. I saw you folks were looking for me. Do you have any information on the murderer?
Probably not as much as you. which is
Yeah,
why
from
they're here.
from one detective to another, I think we should share information on this case.
I'm an inspectigator.
Perhaps get some more eyes out there, see if we know what we're looking for.
I have to say, you're the first ones that tracked me down. I've been doing most of the tracking this time. Take it you're adventurers then, looking to make a quick penny.
Perhaps. Yeah.
Not a quick penny, just good work, good pay.
This does not seem like a quick penny kind of job.
Yeah, the
but
only
you're the
rewards,
experts apparently, so
the
you
only
tell us.
rewards we're looking for are justice and also money.
I would like to insight Nephrose. Does he actually mean justice?
we
Harm
know
us,
he doesn't.
us.
I don't know.
Like
No.
Allie, we know.
I mean,
Go
we
ahead.
know.
Well, if Venric is especially gullible, then you can make an insight check.
Yeah.
He's exceptionally gullible. Wow, I didn't know he had it in you.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Another
You're like-
seeker of justice. I'm proud of you, Nephoros.
Yeah,
You're like,
Ask the
wow,
dice
I didn't know
rolls,
he was a
fail, roll with it.
detective.
I thought he was just being a little shit this entire time. It was all an act. He's actually kind-hearted, and he's a good soul. I'm proud of him.
Well, whatever your purposes may be, my purpose is just, I've been tracking this murderer for a while. Been going between the 10 towns gathering information.
How long have you known that it was a murderer? That seems pretty recent knowledge from who we talked to.
Well, maybe for them, it's been a few months I've been noticing some patterns. But tell you what, why don't we get acquainted first? My name's Hlyn Trollbane.
Helen?
Hlyn. H-L-I-N.
Good strong name.
Aye, named for me father. Long line of troll killers back in our colonies. Well, I'm not from Icewind Dale, you see. I came here from far down south, but I thought that I'd take some refuge up here, leave my military past behind me. But I just...
Fellow military brat.
Oh,
Pleasure to
you're
meet your
from the
acquaintance.
military as well. And where you hail from?
I hail from the south as well. Come from the small group of Purple Knights. We do monster hunting mostly, but it's work.
The Purple Knights of Kormir. Good name.
Yep.
Well, I'm from the Flaming Fist myself. Wouldn't stand some of my compatriots, but Pleasantries aside, I came to 10 Towns looking for a respite, but when a murder happened, I couldn't just keep my eyes to the ground, if you know what I mean. I'm a little too old to be out chasing down folks like this, but I figured I'd poke my eyes into it and see if maybe I could find something out. And I think I may have. If you're willing, I think I may have found who the murderer is, or at least a key suspect. I'd like you to track them down, find out if they are guilty, and once you've ascertained their guilt, bring them to justice in whatever way you see fit. I'd prefer
the justice system for that.
I'd prefer if you don't involve the authorities in this matter. And before you ask why,
I just too late.
Before you ask why, I'll let you know that I have some coin that I'm willing to offload. 100 gold pieces, if you can see them brought to justice. Without the authorities.
Is this some personal vendetta?
Call it a favor.
Oh, we're happy to assist. Yeah, we're also renegades who operate outside the law.
Oh. Well.
We have many things today. Thank you, Nephros. You've told this woman that we have 3 different things.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm eyeing Nephros because he was just like a good-hearted boy, just like so full of just, and now he's like going against the law. So I'm like, what? What's happening?
Listen, my purpose is one of justice, but I don't think that the people of 10 Towns are willing to go as far as I am to give it out there.
Are you sure you have the right person? What if you mistakenly...
That's why I've asked you to ascertain their guilt. They're hard to track down. If you accept, I'll give you more information. Let's put it at that. You know how much it's worth, you know how much it's worth to me.
Shake someone down for 100 gold pieces.
I see we should probably get paid at least half up front, though, if we're going to be doing a lot of the dirty work for you.
Afraid I can't do that now. And it's 100 gold pieces, not each.
Come on, Venric. Killing a murderer, what could be better than that?
That's if he is a murderer.
Oh, it's our job to figure it out, right?
Right, if we have the wrong person, we don't do any sort of sudden movements to go for throats or heads.
No, yes, that's right. We are detectives and we are going to detect.
I don't think you're using that word the way you think it's supposed to be used.
Is it important that nobody knows that the murderer's dead, or is that okay?
Well...
Okay, wait, she's not going to tell us anything.
Are we assassinating him? Like,
are we accepting or not? She's not going to tell us anything more.
Can I do a perception check of her to see, like, if she's maybe a little less soldier and more mercenary now? Possibly hired by someone else, any sort of sigils or kind of giveaways, poisons, things like that.
I guess that would be an investigation check, because you're extrapolating a lot there, rather than just looking.
Wisdom investigation?
Yeah, I could have probably done that, but either way, 17. Let me see if I can find a more accurate description.
I would like to stereotype her.
Okay.
As you do.
Find 2 types and put them on different ears, and you create a stereotype.
Whoa!
Good night, folks.
Good night, everybody. All right. So, she looks, from your best, like Sherlock Holmes mind palacing of her.
No, it's too much.
You see that she's got thick hands of a warrior. She's carrying an axe and a battle axe, one on her back, one at her belt, and yeah, she's got a few like long-healed scars. Look like maybe got the healing potion a little too late. But yeah, she seems to be the part of a grizzled veteran or warrior. I'll let anybody else make an insight check, though. if they would like to.
I'm questioning her
Sure.
better intentions for sure. So I'll do an
Million.
insight.
I can't
Sure.
do any of that.
Suvi and Vilma. Vilma, you're not sure exactly what her intentions are, but you feel like she's holding something back other than just the information that she's withholding. Suvi,
Very
from
personal.
your insight, she doesn't like have any markings on her. If she has such a proud history with the Flaming Fist, not sure why she'd be not willing to display that. Anyway,
Yes, I don't just accept a possible. Just what are the? Never mind.
I was going somewhere with this, but
I was gonna go somewhere with this, but I couldn't think of a good way to say it. So I'm just gonna stop.
yes. So the the out
Well,
of
we're
food.
dedicated for getting rid of a measure. I think this, if it doesn't shake down, I mean, our time isn't so invaluable that we'd go and investigate somebody for free. But
Well,
It honestly sounds like you're afraid and that you can't approach this individual. And that's why you need us.
yes. Well, a group of young, able-bodied people seems like easier than just little old me.
just some assurances. That's all.
Afraid I can't give you assurances. I can't give you any payment ahead of time because then I'd just be handing out money to adventurers. I have money to spend, just not willy-nilly. But I'm still willing to pay it to get this fellow's head, if need be.
Well, fine, I'll take the job. Even if they don't agree, that means you can tell me what his name is.
Make a
Uh-huh.
persuasion check.
Just you'll take the job. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna
You
say.
have fun with that by yourself, then.
Was this a group
Good job.
decision or?
I'll find the murder person.
You guys can join in.
Yeah. I mean,
no.
Thank you so much.
I was the one who was trying to say to the rest of the group that we should say yes, so she'll tell us more.
Just
Alright,
because
so we
nobody
all
seemed to want
agree
to.
Not agree that we agree.
Either
right,
way,
exactly. like a normal
Venric
thing.
puts their hand forward and is like, "Yeah, I'll do it, even if the others won't." She looks you up and down.
Army brat to army brat.
Well, you are a knight of Kormir, so I'll take it on your honor. She shakes your hand. All right. The fella's name goes by the name of Sefik Caltro. Got that, Sefik Caltro. And he's in the employ.
Caltrops.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
God damn it. He's in the employ of Icevein Imports, run by Torga Icevein. She's a dwarf that takes a caravan of dog sleds up and down 10 towns. No clue where they would be now.
Lads.
They came by here a few weeks ago and helped confirm my suspicions. But since travel's so easy on dog sleds, they could be anywhere by now.
Do they make weekly trips?
Honestly,
their-
I don't know what their patterns are. But I know that everywhere that they've visited, the murders are soon to follow, and they only seem to happen when they were in town, after asking some of the merchants. The merchants are well aware of Torga, as she... Well, when she comes to town, there's a lot of hullabaloo, and either merchants lose a lot, or they have a lot to gain if they're her friends.
And you're suspecting that the murders are coinciding with the travels?
I do. There's another interesting thing about the murders, which might end up being a motive. From what I can tell from those people that I have talked to, all of the murders have taken place in just 3 of the 10 towns. Understand?
You've checked all of them and they weren't there?
I have, well, from what I've heard. Most of them are just scared out of their minds that there's a murderer on the loose. but the actual murders tend to occur in just 3 towns. Those 3 towns are Bryn Shander, East Haven, and here in Targos. Now, I don't know how long you've been in Icewind Dale. Otherwise, you might know what those 3 places have in common. She looks at you for a second, and after a few confused glances...
see a map.
Fishing?
On the lakes.
Oh,
Do
I know?
It has nothing to do with the
Okay.
position.
It's not a geological thing.
Nephros, you would only know this if you've lived
Yeah, I
here
know.
for 2 years.
I was being
What?
facetious.
Okay.
What
Did
roll
somebody
can I
drunkenly
make?
tell me?
History? -1 history.
No.
I didn't ask anybody to make history, but
I have no idea.
anyway.
Doesn't matter.
Grundle may have been even too young to have known this, but she fills you in immediately after instead of making you make history checks. Those 3 towns, Bryn Shander, East Haven, and Targos, all 3 of them have one thing in common, and that thing is their sacrifice to Oral. All the towns here in 10 Towns are superstitious lots, so they give something up every few weeks or so to the Frostmaiden in hopes that she'll either grant them leniency or hopefully one day remove this curse from the land.
It'll work sometime.
Some places give up food, some places give up warmth, but those 3 places, they do human sacrifices.
I assume they take people from outside of their towns as to appease their Oral.
On the contrary, they do a lottery well, it depends on the town. Usually it's every 2 weeks or so. But from what
That's a lot
I've
of murder.
estimated, I found out that one of them had cheated the lottery. One of them was one of the speaker's sons. And, well, they got murdered.
Alright, I guess they weren't consenting anymore, so that does count as a murder, yes.
I think this Sefik, I don't know how, but he seems to be aware. This is a running theory. This is why I want you to confirm it. But he seems to be able to understand who has evaded the lottery for human sacrifice, and he's tracking them down and killing them in their towns. Some of the speakers haven't really caught on because they don't do the lotteries, but
All of the victims had nothing in common. They were killed by piercing wounds, like from a dog team, perhaps. The insides torn out.
I think we're
But
going to
they are
have to
left
find
out
out
of
of
the
this.
snow.
I think we're going to have to find out if Gwyneth Paltrow can see in the dark, though.
That's the most important thing, yes.
Yes. Through the
Well-
powers of goop.
I'm thinking that he's got something to do with the Frostmaiden. He's rather unusual. You'll know him when you see him, if you catch up with the caravan. He's rather interestingly dressed for sub-zero weather. Doesn't seem to bundle up at all. I'm wondering if he's mystically attached to Oral in some way.
Is there... I'm not saying that he is in some way some weird fiendish
Is that a bad
beast,
thing?
but I'm curious. Maybe some form of werewolf?
We're talking about the dog teams.
Yes, but if
You want
everything
it to
is...
be a werewolf, don't you? We'd
It's
all want
only-
it to be a werewolf.
It's only a theory that I have, but everything seems to line up a little too perfectly. And I'll admit I'm a bit as superstitious as anybody up here. But if you
Are
can
you
confirm...
superstitious enough to sacrifice people?
Well, I guess I'll just have to not be in Targos on those days. That's why I'm a wanderer.
Wait, this town sacrifices people?
Aye,
She
it
literally
does.
just said it.
I just put it together. Oh my god.
Yeah. Having us here tonight might not be the best, but I think the last place said that there was still at least a week before the sacrifice. Or a few days at least. And we might be catching up to it pretty quickly.
Might have been for that town.
Oh.
But
I didn't realize they all celebrate different days.
that depends. Bryn Shander does a little more frequently. I think they're every week or so.
That seems excessive.
Seems like a lot.
Unless it's more of an
Brindshander's the-
excuse because they're all werewolves and they just want to have a meal.
Brindshander's the largest town. They have plenty of people.
Is there any way you can do some sort of like knowledge based off of my background? Being like a monster hunter.
Before I get too out of hand, I finally looked up exactly when the sacrifices happen. I have been exaggerating a lot.
Okay.
Backpedaling.
Good.
Backpedaling.
Cool.
It is once a month. Oh.
Make
Only
It's a
12
little-
state murders a year. Wow.
Only 12 murders a year.
When did all this insanity start? As soon as the clouds came in, or what?
It started about a year ago, as far back I can tell.
Isn't this only been happening 2 years?
Yes.
Wow, they descended into madness quite quickly.
Did the Oral actually ask for any of this, or did people just come up with this crap on their own?
They come up with this on their own. I don't know what gets into their heads.
There's no
Those humans.
temples to the Frostmaiden?
No, none were built, but I can guarantee there's at least some people there that choose to worship her. Nobody in the towns, I'd venture. Oral's considered one of the more vengeful and evil gods, more appeased than worshipped out of faith and kindness.
She can't be that bad, right? Looking around.
So you look up at the black sky. Yeah.
Listen,
After we find the murderer, should we kill the people that host the lotteries?
That is the opposite of what we're going to do, Grundle.
For being buttheads?
I mean, if they're werewolves, we have to kill them. They're
Why
monsters.
is there always a werewolf?
I'm just saying. The correlation
Secret
is
werewolf. It's a fun game.
How you got to kill a werewolf?
we find silver bullets.
With my
What's
fist.
a bullet?
Next thing
you
you're
know,
going to
for
be
a sling.
Ring ammo?
next thing you're going to be telling me I'm a monster because I got horns. You're going to be thinking I go around killing people just because I'm a tiefling.
I mean, I hope you don't. That'd be horrible.
first of all, he is and he does, so write that down.
Well, normal people can also be monsters.
Dun dun dun.
Wow.
Or detectives.
Most of the time,
Alright.
they're the worst of the kind. Worst monsters of them all.
Here's your
Well,
hot
where's-
chocolate, dearie. Sorry it took me a little while. I had to boil another set of water.
Who's
So-
that for?
You still plan on giving it to her?
Nephros?
Yeah, oh, sorry. I kind of like... I thought we only went over once the hot chocolate had been given, and I brought it over with us.
She approached us. Right?
Beat
yeah,
you to it.
Ma went into the back to start making the hot chocolate, and
Yeah.
then she called you over because you guys were talking
She was
about
like,
her.
"You're looking for me."
I see.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, then, yeah, we'll give her the hot chocolate.
This should be a conversation starter. There you go.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Thanks, Ma. Yes, you're welcome, dearie. Is there anything else I can get you? Oh, that's fine. Actually, how about some stew for these people? Oh, sure,
Ooh,
of course
stew
you
sounds
can.
Lovely.
I know I said I wouldn't pay you ahead of time, but I have to have some faith in you, so...
Well, a meal is better than nothing. I appreciate it.
Well, with that just why don't we... Do you know where Sefik is?
I do not. That is why I've asked you to track him down. I told you I lost the caravan after they had left here a few weeks ago.
I guess one quick thing. How many people are usually inside of this caravan?
Don't know, dozen?
All right. I mean, I guess 2 for each of us in case something goes wrong. I think we can handle those numbers.
Yes, well, again, remember to ascertain his guilt first.
Yeah,
Don't want you to go around just killing somebody
Yes.
on a superstition.
No. I just have a horrible feeling that someone's going to swing first, and we're gonna have some complications. Probably need to tie them up first and ask questions.
How potentially dangerous they are, yes, for sure. So be that, and apparently... I'm suspecting it seems that they use the dogs to kill them.
I don't know. That seems a little
Based on-
strange.
Wait,
It seems a little
jump into
far-fetched.
conclusions.
It's probably a werewolf.
He's probably a werewolf.
Look, there's monsters in this world. I don't know if you know they're real, but they're real. The real, Dean, the real.
Yeah.
Yeah, dragons, crag cats, blind men, zombies.
Blind men, monsters.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, God.
Old men too.
Strange
Master
servants who
Maverick.
follow you around.
All right. Well, it sounds like we got some detecting to do.
Right. Oh, one more
Also-
question. So what was the trail that you were following, and it ended here?
Merchants.
I was just asking around the merchants,
Okay.
trying to put together when the murders happened, where they happened, and their correlation to the caravan.
Okay. So you went, like, looking here, they were in one town, and they've moved on or something?
Aye. If you ask around, you might be able to find somebody that knows where they've went, but I'm a little
Actually-
busy at the moment. And she pulls out a little flask and pours it into the hot chocolate.
Yeah, that sounds about right. All right, well, at least we get soup.
Is there
be
anything
over
else
there if you got
that
anything
you,
else.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I mean, figured we could talk over stew, but that's fine too.
Oh, well, thought that was it. Didn't know you want us around anymore.
I don't mind your company.
You're a lot nicer than the locals.
True.
Sorry you've had such a bad time. But if you need to know anything else about Targos or Ten Towns, just ask. I've been here for at least a year.
I guess if we're on the subject then, any other towns conflicted or facing monster attacks? I have one job!
Well, I mean, the towns are always facing some threat or another, but usually the smaller ones have more trouble than the larger ones. Besides the murders, there hasn't been too much excitement here in Targos.
I mean, the speaker did say something about how this place doesn't have that much to do with any creatures getting in.
Yeah, the wall tends to help.
Nothing ever climbs over it, flies over it. I feel like some things would fly over it. We did fight a dragon, sort of.
Like flying
ran.
snakes.
Yeah, flying
Oh,
snake.
you've seen the white worm then? Well,
Yeah, it was a dragon, not a worm.
it's called the
Archaeopteryx, I
white
believe.
worm. We in Ten Towns call it the white worm, but
Oh, okay.
I forget what their name is. It's like Archibald or something, but either way, she doesn't tend to stray near the towns. If anything, she's expected to stray accidentally near one of the smaller towns. Unfortunate for them, but
Yeah, that makes sense.
The dragon doesn't seem that tough.
she doesn't bother us, thankfully.
No sea monsters at the docks.
Oh, you've heard of that.
Monsters!
The Bremen Monster, yes.
Bremen says that there's a monster, but we haven't really seen anything here in Targos.
I think they're lying about it.
Could be.
Monsters are real. They are absolutely real.
We found no evidence of this at all.
Hey,
The
Vendor.
bite marks on a ship.
You know, there could be some monsters up in that mine in the north.
That's also an opportunity, yes.
Maybe we're the monsters all along.
Huh.
Well, yes, no, but I mean there could be other monsters.
I'm not a monster. I know what you're talking about. Just doing my job.
Here's your
How
soup,
is the
dears.
stew?
Yeah, you get your stew and you start scarfing it down, realizing that you've been on nothing but rations for the last day. Well, the
It's
day
way
before
too
that
hot.
you were doing a pub crawl, but, it's been a while.
Been a while.
Delicious.
Yeah, you scarf down some fish stew. It's kind of oily. Got some, looks like rehydrated greens in there. But otherwise, sates the palate. Salty and brothy, with little
Nice.
chunks of meat.
Oh, I assume we don't talk with our mouth full, so we're just nomming away.
Wendell does. I don't know.
Just-
Oh, no. No, close it, close it, close it.
What?
You're dribbling all over the place now.
You are on the side.
Oh, God.
No, go ahead and ask your questions, Grundle. What did you want to say?
Why are you splashing on me?
I just kind of
Yeah.
mostly eat the whole bowl. Just
Eat the bowl.
Eat the
Sip it.
bowl. Well, thank you for the meal.
Sure, least I
I
can
just-
do.
we'll see. Last time, Sapphic Caltrop. What was the name?
Sapphic
Caltro.
Sapphic Caltrop.
Caltro.
And
When Caltro.
we'll see if anybody knows. Maybe the dog people?
Yeah, the merchants seem to know more than the townsfolk.
I mean, they're a little pushy though with all their goods and stuff, so it's going to be a hard trade. If anything, they're going to talk for money. Maybe.
Do it for the dogs.
What if can we adopt the dogs first?
Well, if we kill a whole caravan, we'll get the dogs, right?
Only if they're actually monsters when they need to die. What if their puppies are actually their babies?
Oh my god. They attack dogs. Say they attack dogs. I can guarantee
Dogs and
it.
daggers.
I mean, one of them had an interesting scar in his face. It was strange.
To be a werewolf. That's it. It's the only explanation.
There's an obvious vein that's about ready to burst in Vilma's head.
That must mean that they're hairy werewolves. Hairy godparents.
Alright, well, if we don't see you before we meet Suffolk.
I'll try and hang out around here, but maybe I'll kick out and head to Bremen. A bit more remote there.
Oh yeah, something's going on there. Don't go
I'm
fishing
gonna
though.
avoid all the taverns.
And all the taverns suck. Actually, stay here. It's way cheaper.
Go to the moose.
I mean, it's
No,
still the morning. Can't we
It's
just
cheap
head
if
out?
you're not eating.
We got
Out
punched
every
in the
night.
face with the moose.
Anyway,
I won that fight. What are you talking about?
I wish you the best of luck.
Alright.
Well, where do our investigation begin?
Let's go. I'm assuming the trade depot, right? To talk to people who might have met Suffolk.
I
Yeah,
already went there, but sure.
We didn't ask about Suffolk.
This is true. Maybe it would be better if we split up again. That way we don't appear to be too nosy poking our face into somebody else's business.
Well, I have been talking to, and me and Nephros have been talking to the dog people,
Sick.
so
That's
why
what I
don't
was
we
saying.
go? talk to
Sure.
them?
Right, Joe.
You guys head to the Galloway Trade Depot. Whoop. Suvi can come too. There we go.
Oh, just
Alright.
leave me behind.
You head to the big log cabinish building, open with a whole bunch of, shopkeepers inside. A few people have come and gone. Some new people have set up shop as it's starting to move into the noontime. People are kind of looking more for food now than gear.
Alright, Nephros, let's want to go talk to the dog.
Sure. Can I try and, I don't know, can we try and identify someone who looks like they are the leader, I guess, of one of the trade areas?
The
Or I
dog's
guess we
the
could just
leader.
talk to the dog person.
The
The
dog.
dog's the leader. We'll go
The
talk to the
Dog
dog.
is the leader. Just the dog.
We'll just go to whoever.
We'll just
member
go talk to
points
the
out.
dog itself.
Well, I go and talk to the dogs. You guys
I'll
are...
talk
That's right.
rough.
You guys head over to the dog salesman's sales dwarfs. Oh, welcome back, Halfling and Furbolg. Did you bring funds for the wolf that you wanted? I made sure not to
Hoping
sell
we
them.
could talk to them without,
Yeah, we were hoping
Those
to
two.
not go.
so we have a fresh
No, it's like a
conversation
yeah,
start.
it's a separate thing. We're not associated.
Look
Oh.
like we're different people showing up.
Okay.
I get disguise self.
Or just wait outside.
Then you
Give a
guys
little
head
Groucho
over
Marx nose.
as Menric and Subi hide from the in the crowd. Welcome. Can I interest you in a dog for your travels or
I'll take
companionship? Sure.
Where's
Each
the
one.
murderer? Just grab him and shake him.
Well, now a little half-orc. If you want one of these fine wolves, it'll unfortunately cost you about 50 gold pieces. If your mummy or daddy has that, then maybe they might be able to cough something up for you, sweet little child. He looks up at
Looks
Vilma
up to
in
us.
assumption.
Yeah. I was gonna say he's literally taller than the dwarf.
This
Maybe
keeps
you're on the
happening
same
where
line.
we're the adults near Grundle.
Yeah, exactly.
You're very big,
an
and
adult.
he's very big.
Right, well, and actually, you have a fine stock here. I was wondering if a friend of mine purchased some of your dogs recently. A trader named Sefik Caltro?
Sefik Caltro. I haven't heard that name.
No?
No.
They have a team of dogs. I'd figured that they might stop by this fine shop.
I have a whole team of dogs. I mean, I feel like I would have noticed that. Yeah, did they come by recently?
Apparently, they've been traveling around for the past few months.
No, they weren't here. I think more than a couple weeks ago, perhaps. I think they might have been here.
But I think that they make the rounds
Make the rounds.
between a few of the towns.
Yeah,
Do they have a name for their import company or something?
Yes, they deliver for Torg Ice Veins Import Company. I think it's called Ice Vein Imports or something.
Ah, Torga, yes, of course, Torga. The one who owns the company, yes. Yeah, I don't know anybody named Sefik, but Torga was here just a week ago or so. Can't say I know where she might have been headed. But she definitely made a splash while she was here.
Why did she dive in the water?
Well, no. Brings stuff to the economy every time she comes to town. That she does. Plenty of trading finery from all of the 10 towns.
Oh,
And you didn't get any word of where she might have been going next?
Why you asking? I mean, she'll come around at some point, I assume.
Oh, well, we've just got a piece of delivery that fell off the sled that we picked up on our way in here, and we was hoping to bring it back over to her, hopefully before she hits the next trade terminal.
One of her employees. That's why we asked.
Sure. Make a deception check, I guess, with advantage.
Name drop
boy.
Oh, with the advantage.
That's
With
actually
advantage.
good.
on the backswing.
Yeah, with Vilma helping you, Nephros, you weave a convincing story. The dwarf kind of strokes his mustache and lips a bit, and you're like, well, I don't want to catch her ire, but if you do work for her, then wait, why don't you know where she's headed?
We don't work for her. We have something for somebody who works for her. We need to know where she is.
Oh. Well, I can't just go around telling people that I told her
Is it a
schedule to
secret?
anybody. She likes to not advertise it and doesn't like it when people talk about her behind her back.
She's not here. And we're just gonna go see.
Nephros, make an insight check. Or an intelligence check, whichever is better for you.
No, there you go.
Yeah, this guy, he seems a little nervous because you're talking about information on Torgas other than, like, just basic what she sells. I think there's maybe a different reason for that.
Oh, come on. Torga really needs this package put back onto her delivery schedule. It's very important that we get this to her.
It's not a next time she comes around kind of thing.
Make a new deception check.
Before I make the deception test, the last thing he's going to add is like, you wouldn't want me to have to tell her that this package arrived late because the man who runs the wolves at Galloway Trade Depot held us up.
Okay.
I'm going to
Now make an intimidation check.
Okay.
What are you saying?
I'm going to pat him on the
Going the
shoulder and
wrong
give him
way.
bardic inspiration as well.
Fantastic.
Is it just flat intimidation or like regular, no advantage?
Well, you have a bardic inspiration.
That's true.
I'll help by just being tall near him.
I'll
This is
also reach.
adorable.
Sure, advantage, and you
I'll also reach
also
up and pat him on the shoulder
have an inspiration.
just to do it.
Okay, 15. Would you like to use
And
bardic inspiration?
Yeah, sure. And it's 1d6.
Aye.
It
Is that correct? Okay.
Damn,
Right,
son.
21.
Hail Millie.
The dwarf kind of starts looking a little nervous. Oh, I understand. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Let me see if I can find her records. Think she was headed. Oh, jeez. I think she
Rick.
She was headed towards East Haven last. From the looks of it, looks like she might have been going north to one of the cares as well after East Haven. She might be up at the cares now.
Oh, okay. That's a bit away, isn't it?
It's some ways away, but I'm just making an assumption based on how long she's been gone. If you wanted to get ahead of her or meet her somewhere.
Preferably meet, yes.
Yes, don't tell her I told anything.
Of course. Oh, don't worry. And I'll just like zip my mouth. Won't tell a soul.
Don't
I
worry
hope-
at all.
And I'll just pet a dog.
If anything, we might drop your name as being especially helpful when this gets back to her.
Oh, you don't have to do that.
No, no, Nephros, we're not gonna
Wink.
see it.
I tap on the window outside, like, hurry it up. Stop
We're
digging.
not gonna say the name. That's what we want to tell him. Will, thank you for your help.
Right. Best of luck with your package.
Fine hounds.
Yes, very fine hounds. Anybody want to buy some sled dogs?
As Velma's like shoving the first, like, wait, was Fine Hound's a keyword or something?
No, it's just ending. We're just getting away.
Right. Yeah, you guys have a bit of information.
All right. As we detected the destinations that we think that man might be headed off to.
Via detectives. It's official now.
That's right.
It was a side job, but now it's for real.
We'll be back for those puppies soon.
Superstar detectives. And he holds out a hand for Vilma for a high five.
Yeah.
And we're gonna kidnap the puppies.
Whoa, let's not get too ahead of ourselves.
Wow. What do they do? Kill your mom or something?
What?
What?
I think we should
What
just
do you-
become eco-terrorists and start releasing all
I'm
the
going to
wildlife.
free the puppies.
Save the
but
I
drakes.
can have one.
Oh no.
Free puppies.
No, don't. Old meme. Old. Let it die.
Oh. D&D memes within the group live forever.
I don't understand that reference.
Very
That's
old
fine.
one for them. It's okay.
Reference forever.
Anyway,
Anyway.
we won't get into the description of the inner circle memes. You guys head out of the Galloway Trade Depot. What are you guys looking to do next?
Vilma,
It's about noon now.
it's occurred to me that we looked at the map in the town hall in Bremen, but we never actually got one. Do you remember
Yes,
where
that
we're supposed to go?
Thing I thought we were gonna do, and we apparently did not do that.
Don't worry, I memorized it.
Luckily, we have a photographic memory here.
Oh, that's not the one. Wander. That's the one.
Oh, literally though, just for maps.
Hey.
Okay.
Anywhere that
I could-
you have been before.
Mhm.
Darn it!
You know, it's seriously.
First you
Don't,
caveats.
don't worry, I know the exact way back to Bremen where we can get a map.
Go back to Bremen, it takes less time this time.
What? It makes an excellent memory for maps. Yeah, perfect. And he can get us food and water. Great. This is wonderful.
We did that. You want some crag cat meat?
Yeah, that's right. We have crack at me.
Yeah,
Oh, we got
There's
free
naan
stew.
on it.
They only stay fresh when it's outside in the cold.
That's one good thing about cold temperatures. Preserved meats longer.
Crag cat hardtack.
Rat hardtack.
Goes good
Do
with hot
we-
chocolate.
Want to stay in town longer, or should we start heading out? I mean, we're going east no matter what, so.
It's still morning, right?
Afternoon,
It's
right?
just about
Would
afternoon.
Nick feel better if we got some silvered weapons?
Yeah.
I
I don't
Oh,
have
you gotta get silver weapons now.
I'm sure
any
you
money
can.
for that.
I'm sure
We
you can
can't
pay
afford
for
a
that.
dog. You're
I
gonna
pull out my
you're gonna
4
afford
silver
a whole
pieces
silver.
and start rubbing it on a weapon.
I think that kind of works, doesn't it? Maybe we can just melt it down and put it onto the edge.
I was thinking more blacksmith.
Yeah.
You know, skilled artisans that work for a living.
Well, we
Yeah.
need money on top of the silver in order for it to work. Because
Well,
they're not going to do
correction.
it for free.
You
Get a
need
quote.
money.
Quote by
Right.
print.
Damn, really going full ham on this werewolf thing, huh?
Totally suspect it's werewolves. I was told there are monsters.
Does this happen to you often? Have you met
No,
werewolves
you've
before?
insinuated that there are monsters
Yes.
constantly.
Well, I was sent up here to find monsters. So I assume
According
that
to
there's
this
monsters
overworld
to
map,
find.
I see a craftsman shop over there. So-
Have you been disappointed so far?
I mean, unless they sent me up here to get rid of me.
So yeah, I'm gonna
I-
look for
That-
a blacksmith. These idiots want to follow me. That's on them.
I follow. I want silver
Me
things.
too.
All right, Nephros is gonna try and find out where he can buy a map. I guess.
Sure. As you guys are walking out of the Galloway Trade Depot, you see some fellow walking around, and he looks like he's staring at a map.
Can I have your map?
We
What?
got a map.
No, go away. Walk
I
off.
look at it.
I think-
I'll
I think-
remember it forever.
Excuse me. I think what he meant to say was, where did you get that map?
Have to look at it.
Who are you?
I'm Grundle.
Someone who wants a map.
Great. I got it at Trelio's.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Alright.
Now, write that down, Grundle.
What?
It's called
How do
the.
you-
It's
Tell
called
the
the art
barbarian to
of
write.
discourse.
All right, it's in
Triglio.
Leo's.
Yeah, it's at Arturojo's. Let's go.
Right.
Hey, look,
Um,
it's on
on
the
the
way
way.
to the blacksmith guy.
It is. Tsuvi heads to the blacksmith, and I assume Nephros and Grundle head to Triglio.
I'm also with Subi.
Okay, you're with Suvi.
Some small one.
Okay. Oh, not me.
No, you are not small.
You're the medium one.
Well, compared to like Sufi and Vilma, I'm small.
Yeah, you know how I
Everyone
feel?
but Vilma is small.
No.
Yeah, so when we say it's a small one, it's a little bit more ambiguous. But if Nephros says a small one, then we know what's going on.
I mean, we all understood it. I don't see why I have to be more specific.
I
You're
knew
fine.
you were saying.
You're
Yes.
See, he's fine. I just pick up Varric like a football and just kind of hold him up.
I can fly.
Gnome catch.
Oh, no. I've played this game before. It's not fun.
You guys are
Not
playing
high school
Airplane. Nephros and Grundle make it to Triglio first. You guys open the door and look inside, and the place seems, well, a little decrepit. But it's probably just the dim light in here. There's a lot of random trading stuff and gear in this shop. You can see a kind of really thin character behind the counter in the back. They're kind of just standing like extra still. And then as the bell rings on the door as it closes, they look up at you. Yes? Can I help you?
Hello, you, turn that and look this time. Triglio.
The name's Justin.
Oh. Well, should I inform Triglio that you've taken over his shop?
Not from around here, I see. It's fine. We sell gear to adventurers like you. Gets up off of a chair. And they kind of hobble over to you. It looks like they've got like a sort of really crushed and gnarled left hand that's kind of like in a makeshift sling. Triglio's not the name of of me or anybody else. It's the name of a song, one of the sailing songs.
Could you sing it for me?
I'm
Saying
so
I'm
glad that you asked.
There's just
We
nothing
all
in
are,
the book.
thank you. Alright. Get ready to clip it.
He pulls out a harmonica. Triglio, lads, and hoist upon the line. Triglio, lads, and bring yon fishers in. Triglio, Triglio, Lin.
Hey!
That was nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
That was something.
Can I
Now,
help you find some gear that you might be venturing
Yes.
for?
I need a string and probably a needle.
I can get that for you. Wait
We would
here.
also. Oh, hold on. Before you go in the back, we were also maybe hoping to get a map of the 10 Towns area.
Maps are found right here, next to the counter in these barrels. Take a look in case it's something that's worth finding.
Fantastic. I will do that.
Take one out. Looks like a relatively usable map of 10 towns. Doesn't really have much information on the surroundings, but it'll do for navigating between the towns.
Perfect.
Perfect. As for your needle and thread, I'm assuming it's thread.
Yeah, thick
Yeah, it's
on the thicker side.
Twine.
Yeah.
Twine.
he comes out
Twine,
and he's got like a little ball of twine that you asked for, and some bone needles. He offers them to you for just 4 copper pieces. The needle itself is just 1 copper piece.
All right.
I slam. I don't know. I look at the gold one in my hand and the silver one in my hand,
And I say, should I put down the silver one or the gold one?
I believe it's the copper one that you want.
All right, here's the silver one.
No, it's the brown one.
But I don't have any of those. I only have this silver one.
I can give you change, young friend.
Okay.
Pulls out some change from his coin purse. He hands you back 6 copper. And
Sweet.
the map will take you. It is a handcrafted map. That will take you about 1 silver piece.
Oh, sure. Yeah, sorry. I was just looking at it.
Yes. Well, there you go.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Oh wow, that's
Sparkle.
really small.
Oh, like low res.
Mm.
Oh, it's fine.
No,
Oh,
you
you can click on it.
Edit.
I see.
Make it.
Give it a clicky.
Give it a
Aye.
little clicky.
So yeah, you guys are in Targos, just south of Mayor Dewalden.
Okay.
Torga's headed to East Haven and then north towards the Cares, as they said. So Caer Dineval and Caer Koenig. Tourmaline is far to the north, which is a deviation from that, but that's also where the gem mine is and the job.
Yes.
But nobody knows if that job was 100 gold pieces. In fact, I think it was significantly less.
Hmm.
But I'll check, just to be double sure, because I'm pretty sure it was mentioned in the want ad.
Yeah, I don't remember. We didn't write it down at least.
Even if it wasn't, I'll say it was mentioned there. Or at least that there was a reward. Yeah, 50 gold pieces is the reward there.
Okay.
And Dugan's Hole is down towards Red Waters. That's where Grundle is from.
That's where I lived.
Can I help you with
In the hole.
anything else, my friends?
You know what? While we're here, if we were to be
I-
doing any old mine shaft exploration in the future, do you have any any gear you'd recommend for that?
Oh, I do. I'd imagine that you'd need some climbing gear for there. Would you not?
Nephros kind of rummages through his rucksack. Nope, don't have any of that.
Well, it's a bit expensive, but you'll get what you pay for. Pitons, rope, grappling hook, plenty of those little clippy hooks. I think they're called Neverwinters. Instead
I
of
got a...
it's carabiners. I don't know.
Oh, no, well, I mean, I got pythons and rope.
Well, you're halfway there. Can you be interested in a grappling hook? 2 gold pieces?
Oh. Can I see what it looks like?
It looks like this hook. Pulls it out and pulls out a 3-pronged hook with barbs on it. It's got some spikes near its base. A little
God, that's cool. I'm in.
spikes near the base. Yes.
I could be bloody Batman with this.
Well, that's 2 gold pieces. If you want to be a vampire or whatever it is you were talking about just now.
You know what, you son of a... I mean, you're in. I'm in.
I don't smell anything.
I don't either.
So, you giving him 2 gold pieces?
I am. I already subtracted it.
Okay. Cool.
He's been paid
I was
over.
fully ready to. I just wanted him to describe it.
Sure. Can I interest you folks in anything else? Anything else that you might need in your journeys? We have backpacks, more rope, per
I
se.
was told to ask if you have a silver spike.
Silver? We don't
Yeah,
have anything.
everyone keeps talking about it.
We don't have anything
No.
pure silver here, except for the pieces I've given.
Only one of us keeps talking about it.
Oh, yeah. He also wants to know where the wolves are.
Anywhere outside the walls, I'd venture.
Oh, cool. I'll let him know.
Oh, that's easy.
Where them wolves at?
Good. Well, if your friends
Well-
need any adventuring gear, just come on back to Triglio.
Yeah, I'll tell them that if they want to hear a song, they can come back to Triglio's. And
Triglio.
ask for Triglio, yeah.
Trivago.
And ask for Justin.
Justin.
Oh, yeah. Justin.
And come buy a grappling hook. With their Cooper
Wow.
piece. Copper piece.
Yeah. This was a good bit. We're leaving now.
Tell your friends. Suvi, Vilma, Venric, you guys, oh, that sounded like it could be a song. Well,
Everyone's actually serious about hunting werewolves.
Hairy werewolves!
you guys head to Graindel's Fine Dwarven Craft. It is a blacksmith shop, as you easily hear from the banging of metal on metal, and from the vast heat coming from their outdoor, smithy. It's got a canopy of it over it to keep the snow out, but it gets really hot, so they need to disperse it a lot. You see a dwarf working out front. Hey ho! Can I help you folks? Need any weapons? He spies your guys' weapons. Need anything repaired or nothing? Or you can just keep going. I'm heavy at work.
Venric, you had a plan in mind?
I thought I went with Suvi, but I guess I went with you.
No, we're all here, and
Oh.
we're here for you, just in case, you know. Werewolf.
Suvi, Vilma, Benric, you're all at Grendel's Fine
Yeah,
Dwarven
except
Craft.
I need like silver in order to be able to like do this. I
Oh.
don't have that
Oh, then why did you go here?
because somebody else offered silver.
Offered a trip to the blacksmith, you know, the one who silvers weapons.
Oh well, then I was mistaken. I can't do
Anyway,
anything until I have funds.
I can't
might be in
hear
the
you
market
over
for-
all of the banging.
maybe stop hammering for a second.
No, they're getting down and dirty over there.
Oh,
We're looking for silvered weapons.
Silvered weapons.
How much?
Yeah, I can do that.
We're just yelling at each other, okay?
Sorry, I gotta get this thing before
Swords.
the heat goes away. Be it just a few more bangs.
I'm not even gonna go into the building if it's that hot.
I would like to be warm.
Well, he finishes up, wipes the grease off of his forehead. All right. You were looking for some silvered weapons, were you?
Well, yes, but I don't have any funds, so I don't know why
You
we're
don't
here.
open with not having any money.
Well, you have money. I don't have money.
Anyway, how much is it?
Well, if you do come into money, it's about 100 gold pieces to cover a single weapon. Or I can do 10 pieces of ammunition for that same amount. But I
Heck is
can't just do this
ammunition?
infinitely. Ammunition, like for the tips of like arrowheads and
Oh.
sling bullets and crossbow bolts. Hell, even blowgun needles if that's what you're interested in.
It's not a bad compromise.
Yeah, I'm not made of silver, but I can definitely do quite a few if I have enough funds.
Great. Well, let's go kill some werewolves without silver.
Right, well, that sounds like a fool's errand, but good luck with you anyway.
Well, there are other quests.
Yeah, we can return when we come into money.
What was that 50 gold quest that was mentioned?
Tourmaline.
Current
Terminal.
mine far to the north.
Turbomine.
I believe it's a gem mine, though.
It is a gem mine.
Yeah, so probably
just
not
pick
gonna
up
have
Big
extra
gems.
silver.
Nobody said
probably
you
won't
couldn't
have
pocket
precious
some
gems in it.
But,
Correct.
you know, the pay for the job isn't the only thing that we would go to Tourmaline for, especially if there's a gem mine there. There's value for a lot of us there. If they're just abandoning it, for sure.
Ting, ting, ting.
We're not in the room, okay? We left him.
It's very loud, and it's
Migraine
outdoors.
is kicking in.
It's, yeah, I'm getting a headache now. Let's just go.
Nephros
I'm
and
sure they-
Grundle quickly meet up with you guys,
Hey,
humming a weird
that-
tune.
Things cost money, surprisingly.
I hate it.
We got a map?
I hate
Rick.
cities.
and Rick, we found out where the wolves are. They're over the wall.
That
That's nice, Grundle.
sounds about right. Yeah. That's,
Give him a noogie.
Good job, kid.
Also, we couldn't find any silver.
Same here.
Yeah, he said he didn't have any.
It's okay,
That's one of you
Grundle.
has 100
But
gold
I
with
did
you.
get this thread and needle.
You did a good job, Grundle.
Okay,
Is it a
good.
It's
silver
like
needle?
silver, except it's a threaded needle.
And more importantly, we got ourselves a map.
Oh yeah, we got the map too. Also, if you want to hear a really
I'm
bad
not-
song, you can go into like that guy's thing. It's not great, but it has a lot of heart to it, and we appreciated it.
It's a bop. He's going places.
Not any fun places. Just going places.
So are we hanging out for the night and then leaving in the morning to go to this mine? What's the plan?
Yeah, we could start on a journey.
Yeah, I mean, hold on. Subi, come take a look at this map. Can we figure out how
Actually-
long it would be?
Yeah.
Guesstimate
at
to get to
maps.
the next places.
Where are you venturing to head?
I think we would estimate how long it would, individually, how long it would be to Tourmaline, and then how long it would be to East Haven?
Okay.
Do we
Through
really
Brimstone?
want to go to the place where they do human sacrifices?
I mean,
Well,
we're in
already
one of the
there.
places.
We're in one.
Look.
Yeah,
We're in one. Yeah, we can always wait here until they do the sacrifice, and then when we find out who runs the sacrifices, we can kill them instead, and then
No,
they
there's
wouldn't
probably-
sacrifice anymore.
It seems that it was since Torga is not here, it might not be soon, or has left within the last few weeks, that it might have happened already, and we would just be here for, weeks and weeks. So
I don't want that. I don't really like it here.
yeah,
Well,
Uh,
yeah,
So if you guys want to estimate the time, I'll say make a intelligence-based survival check.
I've read maps before.
The hot chocolate was good though.
Or if you have relevant toolkit. I should also mention that probably.
Can I also look at the map? I would like
Leave
to
the die
just
roll up.
peruse.
Intelligence-based what?
Survival, to guesstimate. Or if you have cartographer's tools or navigator's tools, you can easily use those.
What tools do I have? I don't know if I have those.
I don't know if
But
you
I'm
guys
gonna
noticed this. Kind of a strange note. But the Targos, Bryn Shander, and East Haven are all in one straight line.
Well, if I could see the map on our little mini thing, it'd be easier. Huh? There
Yeah,
it is.
click it.
Yeah, in the journal
It was
entries.
straight up not there until just now. I saw it pop into existence.
I'm gonna drag it and put it in the handouts folder, so it may disappear for some people. But I'll show it again.
Alright, mines are in Permaline, and where's the other place?
East Haven is where Torga was last seen. They estimated that they might be at the Cares now.
Grundle and Vilma assume it'll take 20 minutes to get to Term. I mean,
Grundle
hours.
assumes it's 20 minutes.
Jeez.
Vilma's like, it'll be 20 days. It could be anywhere between 20 minutes and 20
we'll
days.
split the
advantage.
difference.
Yeah, it's also hard to figure out because there doesn't seem to be a scale on this map at all. It's hard to tell, but from Bremen to Targos, it was about 3 hours. So it's probably a little more than that to get to Bryn Shander from what Suvi can tell. East Haven seems like a trek and a half. Tourmaline, more manageable. And at least there's a lake to follow.
There was also the mention from that. I don't know if he let that slip on purpose, but he was heading towards East Haven, and they also mentioned that Torga would go to the Cares, and there's not distinct roads, it seems, from Tourmaline to the Cares, but it might be possible.
I
Looks like
mean,
you'd have to cross through Dwarven Valley, whatever that is.
Across near Dwarven Valley, at least.
That I will allow a history check for.
All right, Grundle.
5
Not
for
allowed to
Suvi.
do history
Now it's
checks.
done.
What is it? History. Oh God, what did I do? Is that
Intelligence history.
I was gonna say, do both of our characters who are from the area have minus intelligence for history checks?
Yes.
Yes.
wondering how I
Can my jack of all trades roll?
I got Wanderer.
We'll find out.
randomly
Yeah,
popped out into a
anybody
different
can make a
window.
history check, I should mention. Not just people that are from here.
Oh, okay.
Dwarf Dew Valley.
Right? So 12 for Vilma, 14 for Nephros. Nephros and Vilma, you guys have heard tales of the Dwarven Valley. The Dwarven Valley comes up in a lot of tales, even far to the south, as being one of the main locations in Icewind Dale where the Battlehammer dwarves lived. They were friends of Drizzt Do'Urden and helped him in many of his quests.
It might actually be worth our while to try and make our way to the Dwarven Valley at some point. It's the Battlehammer dwarves who live there, and I mean,
That
they
kind
have
of
a
implies
history.
that they aren't there anymore, or
They might still be some of them there. They have a had a history of helping adventurers. Specifically, what was it? Dimmy, Dave, Dez, Drizzt. That was his name.
Drizzt.
that's a dumb name.
Drizzly
Oh,
girl's
Do'Urden.
name.
The most handsome man in the world. And I take out the cup that I stole from that tourist trap, and I look at it again. that was carved in his likeness.
Yep, that's him in all of his appropriated culture glory.
I don't feel bad for stealing it. They were clearly...
Yeah.
They're
Obviously.
acing the random
They're clearly
history
in the
check
wrong.
no one asked for.
Grundle, as soon as you hear people talking about Drizzt and Battlehammer, you pipe up realizing that the Battlehammer dwarves are still in the Dwarven Valley, to the best of your knowledge.
Yeah, it's still there. I know it. I saw him.
Do you know them? Do you know Drizzt?
Yeah, we chilled.
Probably not. Drizzt hasn't been seen in Icewind Dale for some time.
You can let
You've-
the kid lie.
Well, I know, but I'm telling Grundle what he would know.
Yeah,
Letting him know that he knows he's lying.
I've never met him before, but we totally chilled.
Hmm.
How do you meet somebody and chill?
We
Because
vibed in
we
a dream
both-
I had.
Because
We
we're in.
both lived here, and it's very cold.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
It was last year 100 years ago.
Wow.
Give or take 9 years, I guess.
Oh.
Wait, so, Grundle, you saw a man who looked like this, and I show him the very ugly monk.
You saw
What?
this silver fox.
He's a very handsome man.
I know.
He has to be. He's on a mug.
Summoned.
So, what's the plan? Do you think we should try that then? To the gem mine and go through the valley to the chaos?
It's bold. We probably have to seriously stock up in Tourmaline, but
Well, maybe we could
Exciting.
get some additional favors if we do a good job with the mine.
yeah,
We
that
could
seems
go
like a
fishing
good
in
idea.
Bremen again.
In fact,
Oh, we
talking
could
to
sail
this
out.
mine owner might be beneficial. I could probably make some sort of trade agreement, hopefully. Just, I need somebody with more power and influence than live in a bar as a leader. I just need that, and then we'd be fine. I could talk to somebody who's of import, at least, but
Find a job that actually pays for puppies.
Are you okay? You seem a little upset.
this is a backwater, and it was not my first choice to come here.
Hey, it's all right. I've seen worse.
It's bigger than Bremen.
Wait till you see the back of Waterdeep. Not
I
pretty
like
there.
it. The people
The
are
water
honest
deep there.
I think following the lake would be the safest, most efficient way to travel.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally the only marked
Yeah.
route here.
Did we actually get a good estimate on how long it would take to travel up to Tourmaline? Or
Oh,
No.
did we fuck that one up?
We rolled garbage, so no.
yeah,
No,
no.
Somebody
nobody,
else look at the map, please.
nobody rolled
Says-
above 10, so...
You could ask somebody, or you can go threaten the puppy people.
Again.
No, we're done with that.
Well, that's
That's
good to know.
bad taste. That's in bad taste. And you don't do that, Fenric.
It's
That
not a
dog
good
sled
look.
has sailed.
No, I already know that. I'm
Nice.
just making sure you know that. But yeah, we can talk to anybody and ask them how long it would take.
You there, random person. Yes, you.
Who, me?
Not the small child, no, the other one.
How long does it take to get to Tourmaline?
Excuse me, I'm a full-grown woman.
Ma'am.
Oh, you sounded so distinctly a full-grown woman too, Chris. Ugh.
I'm an adult.
It's our bad.
I'm 42 years old.
And I'm her sister, ha
I'm gonna go to the moon!
This Disney break down the dam! Please, I didn't mean
Oh,
to
no.
do it!
You're gonna get a stream cut,
DBI.
guys.
The DBI's here.
Can we find somebody who looks like they've at least traveled out of the town and then ask
I'm
them
right here, I've
if they
been
know-
out of the town!
I literally did that already. I solved our problem.
Oh, well, she seemed like she wasn't being helpful. I don't know. We went on a tangent, my bad.
How far we gonna
You
go?
said, hey you random person, who, me? And then said, well, we tried our hardest.
No, he asked for the way immediately.
We've tried nothing and we're out of ideas.
And she didn't answer immediately, and my attention span was not that long.
No, I want
Oh,
persuasion. There we go. 5.
Yeah.
No, we scared her away, damn it.
It's a monster!
Yeah. She's
Why is
gone
everyone
at
so
this
afraid
point.
of tall people around here?
They're just so big.
She
Take up a
gone.
lot of space.
Fenric, everybody seems to want to talk to you. Why don't you go ask somebody else how long it takes to get to Tourmaline?
Fine, give me the map.
Love talking to him, but all he does is insult them. I don't understand it.
It's so weird.
Fine, insult
He's
them.
so mean.
He's so.
And he doesn't even mean it.
I grab the map out of someone's hands and I'm just like, all right, get out of the way.
I have to jump for it.
I'll give it to
You
Fenric.
said that I was mean.
Here you go, Fenric. Just go.
Fine. I shuffle off and I find someone and I pat them on like their thigh. I'm like, excuse me.
Mr.
Yes.
Kozlowski?
Can I help you?
Yeah. Can I ask you a question? Are you good with maps?
Oh, look at your little beard. Yeah, I can read maps.
There's
Take down.
sideburns, it's fine. Can you tell me how long it would take to get from here to Tourmaline?
Oh, yes, well, you want to just head east out of here, and you should be there in roughly 4 hours. Oh, sorry, north out of here. Tourmaline, you said.
Tourmaline, yeah.
Yes, 4 hours.
I guess that's not too bad. Is there anything that people might be worried about as far as traveling up north? Is there anything in between that could be dangerous?
Is that by boat or by foot?
Oh, that's by foot.
Oh, that took us longer than that. What?
We're in Brinchander, right?
No, you're in Targos.
We're in... I mean, there is a road. It took us how long to get from Bremen to Targos?
3 hours.
Oh, was it 3? I
Yep.
thought it took us like the whole day.
No, but 4 hours seems
she's,
a little
she's
bit
talking
off.
like by
You
sled.
stop
She
for
might
a
be
crab
talking about-
cat
Yeah.
barbecue.
No, she's
halfway through,
talking
so-
by foot. It's just the fact that you guys left so late at night when you left
I also
Bremen.
thought it was longer then. Okay,
I mean, what time of day is it right now?
Afternoon just started.
We've got time, technically, if we want to leave. Well, thank you kindly. Have a good one.
Of course.
I'll rush back to the group.
I-
Lady said it takes 4 hours.
Oh,
So if we want to leave now, then we should leave now. Otherwise, we're going to get jumped by more cats.
As you say that, a dog rushes into you guys.
Is it
hello.
any of the puppies from before?
It doesn't look like it. It's a pitch white. It's an stark white dog, and it starts barking and whimpering at you guys. It collides into, I'll say, Suvi, and then it starts like pulling on its cloak.
Calm down, beast.
Can I do a perception check to see if anybody's around?
Yeah.
Timmy fall down a well?
That's what I'm thinking.
Suvi, what does it
Calm
say?
the beast.
Tsuvi, even though you managed to get close to the thing, it doesn't seem to want to calm down. It keeps barking at you. You think it's trying to tell you something. Venric, you look around, but nobody seems to be claiming this dog. It looks like there's a knocked-over halfling rubbing their head, but they just get up, brush themselves off, and walk off.
Nope.
Probably knocked them over.
Probably, yeah. Victim of the dog.
Dog
should
victim.
we
Are
Follow?
you trying to lead us somewhere, doggy? Sounds
Let's
about
follow
right,
the
yeah.
dog.
That's what I was
Andal, I
saying.
think you have your wish. Let's follow where he wants us to go. I'm sure it'll be
Oh,
something
boy.
very happy and nice.
Adventure
Adventure!
and free
I'm gonna
dog.
expect something dangerous. Watch yourselves. Follow the dog.
The dog,
Is the dog wearing a vest that says like working
No.
dog or
Service animal.
anything? Or
but that's
service
interesting
animal?
that you mention that. It is wearing a bit of a harness that is dragging along the ground.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely follow.
It hops offward and bounds down the road. Make an athletics check if you want to follow it.
Am I gonna have to carry Venric again?
Follow that beast.
Can I grab onto it and like do some sort of crazy sled thing?
It's already gone.
Damn it!
It belts down through the streets of town.
It's okay, Venric. I'll pick you up and
Oh,
take
God.
you.
No challenge.
I hate being short.
Vendrick's falling behind and you rush back to grab him.
You'll get the legs. It's fine.
Look, I'm usually
Nephros.
better at running.
Nephros is kind of like just yawning and walking past you
That's
guys,
what
following
Keep
your
that
tracks.
up.
The dog keeps running up into the north end of Targos, right around to, we'll say, this building over here.
You can always trust dogs to know where to go.
It runs up to a doorway and starts scratching at the door.
I'll kick it down.
Oh,
You
we
kick
can-
it down.
The building is full
No,
of
don't
treats.
kick it.
As you kick it down, make an athletics check for that.
Sure.
The door's probably unlocked.
Toe stubbed.
Make it an 8.
Never mind. Make it an 8.
Ow.
You slam your hefty
Door's
foot
locked.
into the door. It was
Yeah,
locked.
you're right.
It was locked, but it's not a very strong lock. It kind of like jostles the lock, and then the door kind of swings open a little bit. It resisted your kick, but you opened it. The dog bursts inside
it felt
and then
bad.
starts barking and whimpering. Whoa, what's going on? Hey, boy, what are you doing here? Excuse me? Who are you?
That dog senses danger. You know him?
I do, Boy. This is Boy. What if Boy's here?
What?
Are you fellows?
The dog's name is Boy?
That's a dog, not a boy.
His
Oh, I
name's
thought you were
Boy,
calling
yes.
me
His
the
his
boy.
name's Boy. I need you to calm down.
I am a boy.
Are any of you the people that went off with Garrett?
No, we
Who's
just found the
Garrett?
dog.
The dog came to us, in fact.
The faithful beast.
He's calming down the dog, who is still whimpering. He looks at the harness.
He's
Some-
still boy.
Something must have happened. Please, you have to help me.
You said? Is missing?
We'll help.
Garrett, he's my partner. He went leading some adventurers up Kelvin's cairn, and he took Boy with him, and something must have happened if Boy's come back here.
Does the dog look injured or anything? Or scratched? Beat up?
Make a medicine check.
Is there a doctor in the house?
There any red on the white dog?
It doesn't look like it. It does look like, it looks like he's very hungry.
Seems to have been
That
traveling.
doesn't bode well.
He's been traveling all the way from the can then? Or maybe on the way to the can?
I don't know if he made it or not, but surely something must have happened if Dog broke free and Garrett's not with him. My name's Keegan Velrin. Listen, I if you're not the adventurers that Garrett hired, I don't have anything to offer you. But please, I need to know that he's okay. Garrett's, I'm sure, probably fine, but I'm so confused.
I think we'll need Boy to help us track him.
That's true. Take Boy. Please take him.
Yes! Come
If
on,
you-
Boy.
If you can
Your
find
name is Patrick.
No, his name is Boy. That's what it'll answer to.
Okay.
If you can find Garrett, I don't have anything that I can really offer, but he scrambles through some things and hands you like a little wooden box. If you can bring Garrett back to me in one piece, or at least signs of something that might have happened to him, I can give you some of my work.
That's fine. What was he going there for? He was leading adventurers there?
Yeah.
Is he a guide?
Hold on,
Who was
I
he?
need to get something to drink.
I would like to investigate the box that was given to us with stuff to see what kind of work it is.
He puts it down on the coffee table as he goes over and grabs or pours some tea for himself. You open up the little box and you can see 4 little pieces of like carved bone in it. They have various
Very nice.
symbols and stuff on them.
Look like Big Hunk.
So, I do actually have. Okay.
You have a thing?
Oh, that's not it. Shit. I have a thing.
Picture?
No, I don't have a picture, but I have a description. But I'm trying to find out where it is because I didn't write this down. Oh God, come on.
The magic's fading, Chris. We gotta know.
The magic is fading.
Describe them.
We have till the stroke of midnight.
No.
It's really not a lot of time.
Wow, this is like impossible to find. Why is this impossible to find?
Did you open the Shadowrun book? Wrong book.
The Shadowrun book.
Because everything was just not on the right page ever.
Yeah, you see, you need a special weapons license to have a door on your car.
Okay. It was at the end instead of the beginning.
This
Of
journey
course it
starts at
was.
the end.
There's a bone figurine of a spouting whale, one of a smiling fox, one of a pair of dancing hares, and one of a very familiar-looking walrus. It says Big Hunk on the side.
You found the father.
What?
Big Hunk has a
Big
daddy.
Hunk's father?
I take out Big Hunk.
Are you my dad?
What is this?
comes back with tea, and he's visibly shaking. Okay. Keegan, he's... I'm more of a stay-at-home person, doing all of my artwork, but Garrett heads out, and he's more of a mountain man himself. He's well at home outdoors, and some adventurers came looking for a guide, and he offered to help. They were going up Kelvin's Cairn. He's made that journey a few times in the past. I figured he'd be fine. Kelvin's Cairn, it's a mountain in the east.
I see it.
You agreed to let them up there, but I didn't meet the adventurers myself.
Northeast.
Yes, northeast. I'm not much of an outdoorsy person.
That's fine.
How long have they been gone?
Well, they must have left. They must have left at some point, huh?
Out with it. Lives are at stake.
Lives are at stake. I'll say, for now, can't find an exact date, but I don't think it's as important. I'll say he left
days ago.
He left 2 days ago to Calvin's Cairn. Oh, 3 days ago.
So he should have definitely been there by now then.
He should have made it by now.
Made it back.
He should have made it by now. He may have been able to make it there and back, but not having finished the expedition.
The boy seems very urgent, so whatever happened must have been recent.
I've never seen him shook like this, unless there was danger.
Boy, you must relax. We'll save them. Would you like to come with us?
It, gets up and starts, like, nuzzling your legs, kind of like wrapping around you, marking you.
Gross.
With its fur.
He's on him.
No.
Pet that
That
boy.
means he likes you.
No. I am not a fire hydrant.
Thought Garrett was in trouble, but you're
Small
in trouble
purple
now.
gnome. Looks like a fire hydrant.
I am not a fire hydrant. Zooms out. Vendrick's dressed in red armor.
Y'all didn't know.
This seems quite urgent. We should go as soon as we can.
Oh, you're picking up quite a shopping list of things, don't you
I
think?
believe we're heading that way. Anyway.
I don't
the
mean to
Cairn is
impose.
further than our
I wish I
destination,
could
so-
offer you something more.
Found that way anyway. No, it's fine. We're going that direction anyways. We might as well stop by. This seems like something important might have happened.
Thank you.
We can make it.
I thank you. What can I call you? Who the fuck are you?
I mean,
Velma?
No, not this. We
Jesus.
can't do this.
My name's Grundle.
it's late. We all introduce each other, and that's it. There we go.
Took me long enough to
Fantastic.
name myself. Why would I have a name for you guys?
I'm glad to have met you all. Vilma, Grundle, Nephros, Suvi, and Vendrick.
You don't need to repeat
Sora,
it. It's not-
Donald,
unless-
and Goofy.
No, it's fine. I like having my name
Alright.
over and over again.
Are you a fey creature?
Alright.
Do you need to keep it or something?
No,
Just
what?
She
call
wants
ourselves
to
the
know-
Rime Runners and move on.
We're helping her. We might as well tell her our names. It's fine.
I forgot what were we called.
We haven't given ourselves a name.
You
Oh,
haven't.
the
Oh, we
newcomers.
had one.
Yeah, I don't think
Icewind
we're
Yeah,
Detectives.
The
Yeah.
newcomers.
We're the newcomers, yeah.
Newcomers.
Icewind Detectives Agency.
Well,
Where's
let's
the
hope that you.
sloppy Grundles?
No. No, I don't think that
Okay.
I'll call you that.
Chris says no to that one. The DM shot that one down.
Blazing Grendels.
Blazing Grundles.
No.
I don't think I should be a part of this naming process.
Well, I think it's decided
Almost
that we're leaving as soon as possible then.
Yeah.
A sign from the gods. A weary beast.
Well,
It's an omen.
stay a bit. I'll get you some tea and get boy some food before you head out.
If you just have rations for the road, that'd be fine.
I think I have something I can give you at least. And he goes off
Fruit
to
snacks.
grab some dried meats and get some nice raw food for the dog.
Package of Gushers.
Boy eats it up heartily.
Nom, nom, nom.
You guys each get... it only has really enough for 2 sets of rations for everybody. It's pretty much everything he has.
I've got 10 days of rations. I'll be fine.
We must feed the beast.
I have 3, so I will take 1.
You can have my share. I already have 10.
I'll just take this one to be polite, and then we'll move on.
Right, you guys rest for a bit before
Well, we can at
Packing
least get to pack up, get to Tourmaline, and then we can figure things out later.
We ditch Jeeves.
It'd definitely be.
I
We're
forgot
gonna lose
about
it. This is it.
Jeeves.
This is the moment.
He's just gonna show up. He'll just be
he'll
there.
here.
He's not. He's not going to show up. He's at the Luskan Arms.
He's omniscient. He can be anywhere at any time.
Would you like some sugar for your tea, Master Venric?
Invite tea.
There was tea, so I figured you would need my
He has
assistance.
tea senses. That's what
Tea
it is.
signal.
It's like
Just
Uncle
hot
Iroh.
leaf juice.
Yeah.
You take that back, Mr. Suvi. Tea is very serious business, and now that I know that we have access to it, I'm very glad.
Very good, Jeeves. Very good.
Would you like some sugar for your tea, Miss
Can
Vilma?
we should leave. This just seems urgent,
Our
right?
man is in danger and we're drinking tea.
Keegan comes back into the room. Who is the old man?
He is our greatest warrior.
I'll take your word for it.
No, you will not.
Invaluable. He's invaluable.
Well, you best be going. But we haven't finished our tea. Well, take as long as you need.
No, we're leaving now. Jeeves, we're leaving. Let's go.
Yeah. Come on, boy.
Well then, I'm going to finish this on the road then. He pours
Yes,
the
you will.
tea into
Road
a
tea.
flask.
Road tea, nice.
Road tea,
Warm.
Master Vilma.
Rotini.
Alright, Keegan wishes you the best of luck finding his partner Garrick, and leaves you with Boy against most people's better judgment, giving you rations and a dog and a hope and a prayer that you'll return for a meager reward. And I think that's where we should probably end it for today, as you guys start making your way out of Targos with a new set of urgency in your step. Thank you everybody that came out to watch. We will see you next time. If you want to watch us on Sunday on our sister stream, we play a homebrew game from 9 p.m. to midnight. You can watch this stream every Wednesday from 7 to 10. You can find my book of Gastromancy and Guide to Slimes on Drive-Thru-RPG, and my book of Secrets and City Generator on the DM's Guild. If you want to support me another way, you can do so on Patreon/NobleCrumpet. With that out of the way, we will find out next time where Boy is leading you guys, probably to the place that he mentioned.
Worst
See
case,
you
we
then.
Sell the dog and make 50 gold.
Hell yeah.
We're not getting rid of Boy.
No, we keep Boy.
That's my dog.
We're halfway to a sled dog team.
Yeah.
Halfway there. Halfway there.
Halfway there to a sled dog team that can bowl 2 of us.
Hell yeah.
My
Goodbye,
count is
everybody.
Half a person.
Bye.
Me.